right, man. Told y'all we was gonna be back, and when we came back, we was coming back with a banger. Today, man, I got one of my good friends, legend in the game, legend around the way, and now giving the game to the youngins. Full-on historian at this point. We can give him that. We can give him that that badge right now. So, other than that, man, MSJ grad, college grad, elite basketball player in his day. And like I said, man, one of my good friends, good guy, my man, Jay McCoy. What's happening? What's good with you? Oh, man, you already know, bro. It's a pleasure, bro. We took a little bit, but it's time now. You feel me?
Yeah, the time is right.
Man, so how you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here, bro. It's been a long time coming.
Absolutely. So let's just get right to it, man. This wave that you're on right now, bro, giving the game to the youth, man. Explain how, where the idea came from, and kind of how you kind of got started in the mix of trying to give the game in the history to the kids that you deliver to them through Instagram. How did you come about with that?
So, man, it goes back a long way for real. So my pops grew up hooping in New York. So my pops grew up in the Bronx, New York, right? And at my grandma's house, in his bedroom, he had all his trophies, all his newspaper articles, all the pictures and everything, right? So like for me, when I got into basketball, I wanted just to collect everything because I wanted my collection to be bigger than his.
Right.
Because to me, that was like success. You know what I'm saying? Like the more trophies you had, the more times you was in the paper, the more photo ops and all that stuff you had to collect. That meant a lot. So that motivated me growing up. So like it was always normal for me to just keep everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I always been a basketball nerd too. Like I always wrote everybody's stats down. My people's record the games. I'll keep a TV with a VCR. You know the little small TV that has a VCR on the bottom.
Absolutely.
And everywhere we went vacation, bro, I had my little TV with me. I'm recording stats. I'm recording NBA games, keeping stats. I collected basketball cards. I can tell you where every player was from, the college they went to, their stats. It's like my mind has just always been like that, right? Mm-hmm. So it's always been normal to me to just keep track of everything and just hold on to everything. So fast forward, when I got into basketball, my pops would always tell me stories about the hoopers he came up with in New York, right? And whenever we went back to New York, which was all the time, we bumped into them dudes. And like when I would meet them dudes, I'd be like, oh snap. You did this, and like, damn, little man, how you know that? I'm like, my pop showed me the newspaper articles.
Right.
Like, it's been like that since I was a kid. So when I got introduced to basketball, I was coming up in Columbia, and then once I got good enough to go to Baltimore, this is around the time when like Melo was coming up. I remember dudes like Keith Jennifer, like Kenny Hasbrook from like Gibbons. Like these are guys I remember when I first got to Baltimore. These are guys I was like, damn, they nice as shit, bro. Obviously the guys from Mount St. Joe, like JJ Outlaw, all the dudes,
real,
right?
Yeah.
So that's when I got into that. And Coach Clatchy used to send us, when he was recruiting us, he used to send us articles. So I would just literally just read like, oh, I knew about every player in the BCL. So fast forward some more, my little cousin, both my little cousins, JD and Jackson, they play at Oakland Mills. That's where I would have went to school, had I not gone to Mount St. Joe, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a full circle. Like when they got there, I'm like, oh snap! I get to live my, because it's always like, what if I went to my neighborhood school? I could have been like a neighborhood legend type. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like now that my cousin's there, I'm kind of like I'm getting to relive that, right? So I'm talking to my cousins like, yeah, like if I'd have went here, I'd have did this. I was like, but they had a dude that played kind of like you that went here. They had a dude that was like this, and they're like, for real? I'm like, yo, there was even an NBA player that played here, like Greg Whittington. He's like, who's that? I'm like, yo.
Oh Lord.
I'm like, come on, bro. And so this specific moment, it was me, my little cousin Jackson. He's an incoming sophomore at Oakland Mills. He was on varsity as a freshman, and Dante Green's son, right? Because he went to Oakland Mills too. And they didn't know who Greg Whittington was. And I'm showing them pictures and everything. So I went straight home from the gym. And I called Greg like, yo, I'm about to make a video. I'm about to put the kids on, right? And I made a video, whatever, and it just took off from there. Like I literally just made it to like, I try to figure out a way where my cousins, like if I handed my cousin a book of articles, bro, he is not gonna read them shits, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out a way like, to make it digestible for kids like my cousin who was a freshman in high school at the time. So I'm like, I'm making like a little TikTok, a little Instagram video.
Absolutely.
Just flash pictures and videos and have a little voiceover, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the beat, like, that's just always been my song, the Black Rob joint. And the beat is just perfect because like, my idea is to like switch the picture or the video every 2-3 seconds, and the beat is like dun, 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 dun. So it's like I can follow the rhythm to make, you know what I'm saying? It's perfect, and it's a beat. Black Rob not even rapping on the joint. He's literally talking across the whole beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I do the voiceover first, then I just put the beat on, and it always just goes. It's that type of beat, you know what I'm saying? So it just worked out perfect. And then I didn't think that it was gonna do numbers like that. I wasn't even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't realize I really didn't realize he was gonna like gravitate towards like that, bro. I really just started because one, like it was something I was always good at. It just I could tell you about damn near anybody that hooped in the area. It's just up here. So it's something I was always good at. I'm like, my cousin gotta know, bro. There's so many Oakland Mills hoopers. Like so many that came before them, and they have no idea, bro.
Just at Oakland Mills alone.
Yeah, bro. Instead of being mad at them for not knowing, you know what I'm saying? I gotta provide them the information. You know what I'm saying? So now I put it out there, and it's like it's up to y'all. Y'all can go back and do your research on everybody that came before y'all, bro. Because you gotta have somebody, dog. You gotta have somebody that's like, yo, I gotta be better than him.
Absolutely.
To push you know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of missing. And we're now the generation that gotta like put them on to people that came before them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's where it came from.
No, for sure. And I think it was brilliant. The timing couldn't be more like everything about it. The stars aligned for that because in this era, the way you got to approach giving the information is important. You being an educator, you understand that, and which I'm gonna get to that later. But I think the delivery and how you gave it to them, like in terms of video and showing them that, because print media is gone. You could, the same information you get, you're looking at clips, you're looking at newspaper clips, you're looking at this article, that article. These kids are not doing that now. Like we used to have to scurry through the Washington Posts and the Capitals and all of these newspapers to see these things. Now they want to kind of see more visual, short things, like 2 to 3 seconds, like you said, so it's easy to kind of receive. And the intent that you went into it with is why I believe it's so successful, because it's educating. It's not really showing the highlight. It's not about the highlights. It's literally about showing you the literal cream of the crop that comes right around, like it's right around you. You know what I mean? And you might not even know. Like somebody like Greg Whittington not being known by somebody that close in age is it's not like problematic, but it kind of is in terms of basketball development. Like you don't know that this is what has been produced from here, so you might not think that you can get to this level, but you can for sure. Somebody's done it before you from right here. So I think it's one of the. I think I probably was one of the people that look forward to it the most. Each drop that you did for real. So it was crazy to see, man. And I love what you're doing, bro. And we gonna get back to that too, bro. I just wanted to start with that because that's the burning question. Everybody want to know how this got cracking. So
I just want to teach my cousin. I want to teach my cousin about Greg. And then I want to teach. Then it's just like I'm like, all right, bet talking about Greg. Now I'm like, damn, I'm sitting there like, yo, I can't just sit here and talk to him. Just leave it at Greg, bro. Like, there was dudes before Greg that's like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, I got to do everybody just out of respect. And I was just gonna do Oakland Mills. You know what I'm saying? I was literally just gonna do Oakland Mills. And then I just saw like how many people connected. I thought I knew Greg was gonna like it, and people would be like, "Oh, snap!" I knew Greg was gonna get his love and stuff like that. But like, to see like people like being like, "Oh, snap!" That's me in the crowd. Or like, I remember the day I went to this game, telling stories about what happened before the game. Like, there's so many ways that people can connect to it. It's crazy. I didn't even think about.
Bro, it was great. It's magnificent.
My cousin Justin McCoy, bro. Not knowing nothing. I give him credit all the time, bro.
No, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So. Yeah, mention your pops, man, and you know what I'm saying, and kind of just being around hoops early. Kind of give us the scope of how you kind of came up, your family, brothers, sisters, and kind of how you kind of introduced to sports. If it wasn't basketball, or if it was anything else, just how you got introduced to sports or the culture around the family at the time.
So both my parents are from the Bronx, New York.
The BX.
Yes, sir. Actually, my entire family is from New York.
Oh, that's right.
So my mom's side moved down to Virginia. My pop's side stayed up there. So I spent the school years in Columbia and the summers in Virginia with my mom's side and New York. Right, it's either or. But my pops grew up hooping in New York. He went to a school called Evander Childs High School in the Bronx. I actually, I've been looking up stats and stuff. I had to make sure he was legit, bro. But
yeah.
He was like that. His team wasn't like that, but he was the star player.
He was getting busy out there.
Yeah, he was getting busy on the team that was not winning at all. But he ended up getting a scholarship to Morgan State. Right? And he played for Nat Frazier in Morgan State. So that's how we ended up in Baltimore. So, but my pops goes to Morgan State. My mom's is still in New York. Then they ended up moving to Virginia, and they ended up having me. I think my dad's junior year. So I'm born in February, so it was like mid-season. My dad like came straight from a game to deliver it. So I was there for like half my dad's junior year, and senior year I'm going back and forth. I'm a baby going back and forth between Virginia and Morgan State, like on campus, grandma house, on campus, grandma house. I'm at the game. I mean, I don't remember that at all, right? But I'm at the games and all that. So then my dad graduated in '91, and they got a teaching job in Howard County, like right away. So then me and my mom moved out here. And that's how we ended up in Howard County.
Right.
And then my pops was 21, 22, so he's still hooping. You know what I mean? Like still like really, really hooping. And so he started hooping at Supreme. The custodian, Mr. Nicholson, used to open up the gym at Wild Lake back in the day. When I tell you, bro, everybody used to be there, dog. I mean, like, bro, like everybody used to be there, dog. So that's where I got introduced to everybody that was anybody that hooped in Howard County, right? Because the people older than my dad, they still playing. My dad's still really young. The high school kids are still playing, and I'm the little kid on the sideline just watching, just dribbling the ball. And then my dad finally took me outside. I was like, I'm actually about to teach you how to play basketball when I was 6. And then from there, I was just in front of my house, just shooting, and the Oakland Mills kids would come play on my basket and shit like that. That was like the kid that like see how long they could dribble in front of me before I take the ball type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to watch that's how I got cool with the Oakland Mills basketball team and all that. Then I played with the Columbia Jaguars. Then once we got good, we pretty much became Mount Royal. It was like literally my Columbia Jaguars team just went to Mount Royal.
Just went to Mount Royal.
You know, we like switched jerseys and coaches.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I got in the Baltimore scene. Playing with Mount Royal, we won states in 8th grade. Clatchy started recruiting me to St. Joe, amongst other private schools. But like, once I talked to Clatchy, and it was in 7th grade, once I talked to Clatchy, I was like, yeah, it's over with.
Hold on, we gonna get to there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there because we can't fast forward.
But yeah, that's how I got. So my pops hoop in New York. So I grew up. My pops always took me to New York. I always played in summer leagues in New York growing up. Like I'm 12 playing 17 under.
Yes.
And outdoor leagues in the Bronx, bro. I think that whole summer when I was 12 playing 17s, bro, I think I scored 4 points.
Damn.
But I'm bringing the ball up full court against a 17-year-old, started on varsity in New York City, you know what I'm saying? And I could never get that experience playing in Columbia. You feel me? So like, I remember doing that all the time. It was like every weekend we was out there, bro. But that's how I got into it. My pops trained me. Like it was straight one-on-one sessions. Like he's still like super, like put it like this, when I'm 10, my pops is 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're playing
for sure.
full on one-on-one.
So yeah, you playing, y'all. Yeah.
So then when I go play against a 10-year-old,
killing them.
it was like, bro. Yeah, but that's the origin story, I guess.
No, that's. I mean, that makes sense. That culture of basketball being so strong so early is kind of like it's came to fruition in totality because that's exactly who you evolved into, a basketball player that played at a high level. So. Yeah. If it was in the household early, was there anything else? Like, was there any other sports that he talked about, or y'all was just straight basketball?
For me, I was hooked. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, now looking back, I ain't really, like, I be thinking about my daughter now. Like, she loves basketball, bro. But I don't think she ever made a choice to love basketball. It's because like she's literally seen it her whole life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she's seeing and picking up on stuff that she don't even realize. So when she picks up a ball. For real, when she's like 7 years old, or she's already ahead of any kid that's starting at 7.
Yep.
That don't got a pops that's really into it like that. You know what I'm saying? Or a parent that's into it.
Absolutely.
But it was other sports. My brother played football, but he kind of got into that on his own. You know what I'm saying? But like it was straight basketball. My uncles played. My dad's teammates. One of my dad's teammates lived with us for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like it was straight basketball.
Straight hoops.
Yeah, and the thing I give my dad a lot of credit for is he grew up in the city, like in the Bronx, and he kind of created adversity for me in the suburbs as far as like coming up in basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could have put me in them little rec leagues out here and stuff like that, but he made sure like I did not play in none of them. Like he had me in the nitty gritty type shit, bro, or playing against him. You know what I'm saying? But he created like a city type vibe. Cause he was concerned I was gonna be soft type shit.
He was only trying to look out for you.
Yeah.
I mean, because you see the makeup of it all the time. Guys that don't get exposed to that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a totally different player than the player that does. You know,
out there quick.
I got a quote that this person told me one time before. He said, "You've played in games that I wouldn't even walk into."
Right.
You know what I mean? And them type of environments is real. We've been in them Deer Park Elementaries or the Deer Parks in the Lake Cliftons, and
Yep.
you done heard any and everything from grown people, and you're literally 14, 15 years old. So to get in them environments and knowing the game and knowing New York at that time, knowing the Bronx, just moving around the city at any part of the city, any borough at that time. Like at our age, 10, 11, 12, and one was big, so the street ball culture was huge at that time. Like to have you in the mix of that was of nothing but benefit to you. And I know you appreciate it now for sure. For sure.
I mean, it was tough. It was tough, but it definitely paid off. Bro, like, for sure.
So who were some of your favorite players? Like who was some of the players that you wanted to kind of model your game after? Like, I mean, obviously outside of your pops, because obviously, I mean, you can see that, you know, you have a good reverence for your pops. He was in the game, gave you the game, trained you in the game and everything. But was it anybody outside of him kind of early that stuck out to you, whether it was somebody in the neighborhood or if it was NBA player, college player? Because you know your history of it was vast at that point. So did you have any influences that early that you can remember?
As far as modeling my game, not really, but being a fan, yeah. Like very, very early we had, when I made the Columbia Jaguars team, right? I actually got cut from the Columbia Hawks. I'm 9, I tried out for the 10 under teams, right? I got cut from the Columbia Hawks, which is like the suburban, like, not black team. You know what I'm saying?
To be quite frank, yes.
Yeah, bro. And I left my homework at my school at Jeffers Hill, bro. Like I got cut, I had to go get my homework, and the Jaguars was having a meeting in the cafeteria. And my pops was like, "Yo, we are having tryouts," and that's how I got in the Jaguars. And then I'm still playing up, and Coach Payne. Everybody know Coach Payne from the Columbia Jaguars. Would always bring in kids from the city, bro. Right? So like we had 3 kids named Brandon, rest in peace, Rupert Rose, and Maurice Porti. He brought them in from the city. And like I never seen nobody. I never met a kid from Baltimore City in my life.
At that time,
at all. Yeah. I was straight Columbia, bro.
Yes.
Straight Columbia.
Yes.
And they came in the first practice off rip. Like I remember they just ran into the practice. We shooting around, bro. They just took the balls. I just started seeing shit I never seen before. And like, so they started staying at my house, right? Like my pops literally like they never moved them in the house, right? So they stayed at my house every weekend, and we on my hoop. We playing one-on-one. I'm not scoring at all, bro. I'm not getting in the, my pops is the coach. I'm not getting in the game at all, bro. That whole year, I just played behind them dudes. So, like, my whole mission was to be better than them. You know what I'm saying? But during that year, we played against Malcolm Delaney and them. And when I seen Malcolm, that's when I was like, okay, all right, like, I cannot get comfortable. Because I really thought I was that guy, bro, until I met Rupert and Maurice and them. And I seen them, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I really got to work hard. Then I seen Malcolm, and I was like, oh, shit. And we like 10, 11 years old, bro. So, like, I wouldn't say I was trying to model my game after nobody. I was just trying to get the best at my game to the point that I can, like, be on the court with them dudes or be in the same gym as them dudes. You know what I'm saying? That was always my goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, you kind of knocked out 2 questions with that answer right there, because that's something I was going to say, too. Now, who was the players that kind of motivated you? But you seen Malcolm, you seen the guys that came in like kind of early in your practice, so they was right there. But other than Malcolm, was there anybody else that you kind of noticed that at that time?
Yeah, the dude that really motivated me, bro. I'm gonna keep the story short, bro. But
you can do whatever you want to, bro. It's your
like
world,
I was saying,
bro.
So in Columbia, bro. All right, in Columbia, I was always one of the best players.
You talking about elementary, middle school, just going all to like pre-high school.
All right, I don't really. People might,
I'm
people might go crazy in the comments.
Hey man, do your thing,
from
bro.
Elementary school through middle school in Columbia or Howard County, I don't think there was nobody better than me in my age group. I don't know. I don't really think about it like that, but like now be looking back, I don't really think. All right, so like, so that's in my age group, right? So before I got to Mount Royal, I played with a team called MTJ Conquerors. And this is why I'm still coming up. Like, I'm good in Columbia, but in Baltimore County, like this, it's like Pikesville area where we played, I wasn't the best out of Baltimore County or the city in my age group at all. Like, I ain't saying I was ever the best out of everybody, but in Columbia, Howard County, yeah. So, and this is up until 8th grade, I want to say. And I didn't play high school in Howard County, so I can't speak on that.
Right.
Yeah. So, when I was in 7th grade, I pretty much committed to Mount St. Joe, right? And
in the 7th grade.
Yeah, it was. I actually played Chick Web at BCCC.
Yeah, that's tough.
I fried them, dude.
But
I missed the layup to win the game, right? And they was the best team. I missed the layup to win the game, and that's when Clash started talking to me. And I literally was like, yeah.
Yeah. As soon as it,
I was like, yep. And So yeah, all right. So let me get my mind back on track, bro. So that's going to St. Joe, right? And Coach Corbett from Mount Royal, right? Once he found out I was going to St. Joe, because mind you, Mount Royal kind of feeds into certain schools. You know what I'm saying? And there was one guy on our older team named Courtney Thomas that was already at Mount St. Joe, and he kind of already went against the grain going to St. Joe. St. Joe was like a Baltimore Star school or something like that, right? So, so Coach Corbett used to always say like, "Yo, there's a kid at Mount St. Joe named Chase Adams, right?" And mind you, I'm already hip, because Chase is literally, I ain't saying he's from my neighborhood, but my neighborhood, you leave my neighborhood, go down the street, that's his neighborhood. Like we off the same Oakland Mills Road. He live in Owen Brown, I live in Oakland Mills, right? And when I was in like a little bit before, like I think like 6th grade, somebody was like, "Yo, you nice, but you not Chase." And I'm like, "All right, where's Chase at?" So they was like, he probably in the weight room right now. I'm like, "What, he lifting weights? What he in? What, he in 8th grade lifting weight?" I'm like, "Bet, let's go to the weight room." And I swear on everything I love, bro, he's in 8th grade. He's 2 years older than me. He in the weight room doing the neck joint.
Yeah.
In 8th grade, bro. Right? So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, "Yo, let's go play one-on-one." Right? Because they said, like, "You better than me, whatever." And the first play, he went to the basket, I blocked his shot, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm about to fry this motherfucker, bro." I think I scored, like, the first point, and then he cooked me after that, right? So I was like, "Oh, shit." Like, they was right. So I literally attached myself, like, I was like, I follow him everywhere from that point on. So when Coach Corbett was like, "Yo, you going to Mount St. Joe? You already got Chase. Like, what, you gonna play behind Chase your whole career?" Like, it started pissing me off, bro. So now, like, I'm in the games, and before the game, he'd be like, "You see him? That's Chase Adams." Before every game, bro. And that shit used to make me so fucking mad, bro. So, like, I'd be in the gym just like, so once I got to St. Joe, I love Chase. I was always with him, but I secretly just like, I was like, "Bro, I can never get him, bro. I can never get him." But he just, I'm glad I can never get him, bro, because I was never comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always like, even through college, I was like, "Yo, all right, any guard I got to match up with is not gonna be that." So I know I'm prepared with that. But I'll give Chase most of that credit right there, bro.
Yeah. Malcolm, Chase. Now that's a hell of a.
Yeah. Like Malcolm was the first player that I was like, "Oh, like." My pops was like, "Yo, he's probably gonna go to," I swear on everything I love, my pops will tell you. He was like 10, 11 years old. My pops was like, "He's going to the NBA." Like don't trip. Like, he going to the NBA when he get older. Like, it was some shit like that. But Chase was like the one that was from my neighborhood, went to my middle school. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the back of the yearbook, it was all the high schools. It was Oakland Mills, Long Reach, Mount St. Joe, Chase Adams. And I was like, "Yep." So when Clatchy came to me, I was like, "Yep, I'm coming. My name, I'm gonna be the only nigga there."
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy, bro. No, that's wonderful how that motivate that you have to have something like that at that age too, like to kind of push you through, because it's so easy to get complacent, especially when you notice. I mean, I've been victim of it too. Like, when you around the area that you know ain't nobody really messing with you, when you get to that point, it's like, all right, it's cool. Same thing happened to me. I was around Pasadena when I went to Chesapeake. I knew I was hot shit. It was nothing in the world that could touch me, whatever.
Yeah.
The first time I walked into Riverdale Baptist practice, everybody, every single person in the 3-man weave was dunking. I was like, I'm barely even dunking. The point guard's dunking, the center's dunking, the power, everybody's dunking. Like, everybody's not. So it's like, bro, it's like, I gotta get to this point. I gotta get to this point. So you have to have something that's killing you to push you to get better. So I'm glad you had that. You know what I mean?
You gotta
Chase was a dog. He's still playing right now. Like,
bro,
a beast.
And the thing is, the way Chase plays professionally and the way he played at Mount St. Joe is not.
Oh, not at all.
It's not like, see him in a pro-am or something like that.
Yeah.
It's completely different, bro.
I played him down the Y in Annapolis for like 5 years straight, and I think he got the best of me probably 3 times. Bro, and it was ugly each time he did. Like, it was.
I died on it. Like, he's the hardest person I ever had to guard.
Different.
Ever. Like, I ever had to guard. I never had to guard nobody like Chase.
It took me a while to figure him out.
In a real game, he's more of a traditional point guard.
For sure. Yeah. When it's time to get money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, getting money.
Yeah.
He playing under that whistle. It's all, you know what I mean. We're gonna distribute.
Guard.
He's still gonna knock down or whatever, do what he got to do.
But it's like,
when he come home and plays in the summer leagues, like I said, when he played down the Y, we played outside. Like, he was out there, really out there getting in the mix. So I always had a respect for his game, and I didn't even know him when he went to Mount St. Joe.
Yeah, he was straight.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, bro. Yeah,
that's kind of how Clatchy wanted the point guard to be at that time too. I had to be like too.
Yeah. So you kind of spoke about it just a second ago, like just the ascension and how you kind of navigated through Howard County and you was playing with, the Jags and ultimately ended up playing in the city. By what grade was that? Like 7th grade, you said, or was that 8th grade? Or was that earlier than that?
So with the Jaguars, we was always playing in the city.
You was always playing in the city, so it just wound up navigating its way into...
So it was always like... so after I played up with the Jaguars, Coach Payne let my dad coach my age group the next year, right? So then we started going to the city. So we started playing Chick Webb, Troy. Well, Chick Webb was like Najee Hibbert, Isaiah Armwood, Terrell Vincent, Tion Womack was all on that team, bro. There was a lot of Deion Mack. There was a lot of people on that team. Those were the guys. Was like when in my age group, I was like, yo, if I could ever beat that team, I know I'm straight. Then I found out they was like damn near all younger than me. But like, we always played in the city. But when I got on Mount Royal, I was going into 7th grade. It was the summer going into 7th grade. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was mainly me and a lot of the Chick Webb guys.
Right.
Yeah. We like merged into the Mount Royal team.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly my Jaguars team started like Chick Webb left a little bit, and then my Jaguar team started kind of filling in them spots.
Okay. So you spoke about in the beginning kind of being in a situation where your dad wasn't really playing you at all. Now your dad's still coaching you up to this point, 7th grade, and this is also the same summer that you said you got a private school offer to, join Mount St. Joe. But just talk about the landscape and how, did you notice how much better you got and how fast you got better? Because to get from where you were and playing behind a guy or whatever to being somebody that was recruited by one of the powerhouses in the BCL, were you aware of the BCL, like in the whole landscape of how that was working at that time, or how did that go?
So I grew early.
Uh-huh.
So I've been this height since the end of 6th grade, I want to say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no bullshit.
For real.
I've been this height since the end of 6th grade. Same shoe size, everything. So I was like a big guard.
Big guard. Baron Davis.
I never played in a post. You know what I'm saying? I was always running the point.
Yeah.
So
that's that New York shit right there.
Yeah, I was always running. My dad knew I was gonna get no taller than what I'm at, and I was really athletic too, right? So I was dunking in 8th grade. Mm-hmm. So at this height, I was this athletic. I was fast. I was stronger than most of the kids my age. Mm-hmm. But since my dad had me all this since I was so little, by the time everybody caught up with me in height, by skill wise, I was still straight. Right. And I've been running the point my whole entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really affect me that I stopped growing. But when Classy started recruiting me, it didn't really hit me until I started going to the games, and I started seeing the environment like.
To the Mount St. Joe games.
To the Mount St. Joe games. So like, this is AAU 7th grade. So it's like April. Mm-hmm. So the Mount St. Joe season's already over. So I don't see my first St. Joe game until 8th grade. Right. And it's like Rudy versus Will Thomas.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing like
classic
sold out
the gate.
People standing under their baskets. Mm-hmm. And that's when it hit me like, oh, he want me to play in this?
Yeah. This is real.
And I'm like, and this is when St. Joe started winning like back to back to back. And I'm like, oh shit, like, and then once I got there, getting on, it hit me when he was recruiting me when I got there and I was on varsity my freshman year.
It's tough.
That's when it was like, all right, man, I think I'm kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was still like, it was confusing too because I'm not playing that much. I'm playing the end of the first quarter, the beginning of the second quarter, and maybe in the second half. Mm-hmm. But I'm playing against Division I point guard every day in practice. Right. So it was kind of like, my confidence was like, yeah, I'm a freshman on varsity, but then literally every day I'm getting cooked. Mm-hmm. And then not realizing at that age like that is actually helping me, you know what I'm saying? But that's when it hit me like, damn, bro. It did kind of happen fast, bro. Like, because my first couple seasons on playing AAU, like actually playing AAU when it was like, you got to be good to play AAU.
That's literally where I was going with it, because in that era specifically where you played it, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. Yeah. But that era specifically in AAU, you just literally said it, like it was so real. Like I wasn't even aware of the landscape of it, but to come to find out what was going on and see what happened, like in our era of AAU, bro, talk about that 7th and 8th grade year. Because again, you got the offer in 7th grade, your confidence is now at an all-time high. Going into 8th grade, how did you kind of take that confidence and go to 8th grade, and then you talk about playing varsity in 9th grade?
So it was kind of like I always had a chip, like the dudes from the city came to the Jaguars. I didn't play my whole first year, right? Then the next year, my dad literally was like, after the first tryout, I'm still like this. My dad took me home, and bro, we played 1-on-1 till like probably 10 p.m. and it was brutal, dog. And he was like, yo, like you're not gonna be out this shit like passing the ball to these motherfuckers. Like you need to take the fuck over. Like you think we went through all that shit last year for you to be out here passing them? So that kind of made me click. Like, all right, bet. So then it was about beating all the Baltimore kids on my own, right? And we lost every time we played Chick Webb, every time we played the Baltimore Star, any city, Cecil Kirk, any of them, we lost every time. So that's 10 and under. 11 under, we still losing all these teams, yada, yada, yada. And then I get to Mount Royal, and my 7th grade year, we lost Chick Webb, and it's like, I think we got like 4th. And it's like states, like, it's like literally like the state tournament. So you had regular travel ball throughout the winter, and then like the best players would combine to like 4 or 5 teams for the AU tournament. That's kind of how it worked, all right? So my team was getting 3rd, 4th, 3rd, all right? So 8th grade, so after 7th grade, we almost beat Chick Webb, right? And it was like, oh shit, like, I guess that's real. That Chick Webb game was really the one that put me on the map. And Classic came into me right after that game. And it was pretty much up from there. Then 8th grade, that whole year, like, that whole summer I'm working out with St. Joe, like probably 2-3 times a week I'm up at St. Joe working out with the team and all that. So now I'm going back to play 8th grade AAU. It's me, Jamar Briscoe, and Sean Mosley.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like and amongst other players, but that's like the top 3 guys we on our team. We didn't lose. I think we lost 1 or 2 games maybe that whole entire winter. And then Sean, when Malcolm and them was done in high school and AU started for them, Sean left us to go play back with them, and then we start playing in the States, and we won the whole state tournament. So we went from like 3rd, 4th, 3rd to winning in 8th grade. So like I really think that game against Chick Webb in 7th grade, again, I ain't beat him. I didn't beat Chick Webb until that 8th grade season, all right? But the fact that I probably had like 30 or something, and we almost beat them, and then Classic recruited me, that kind of really like, I stopped being like a little Jason. Yeah. You know what I mean? I kind of have my own little name.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what it is, bro. Kind of give us some of the tougher squads that you played in AAU around that 7th to 8th grade year. Like, I know you dealt with Chick Webb and things like that, but did you travel a lot? Did you get the chance to get out on the road and see kind of the landscape of the players that was out on the road from different regions and things like that?
7th grade, we went to nationals. We played against a dude, Corey Lucius. He went to Michigan State and Iowa State from Wisconsin. He was nice. They won it that year. Let's see, 8th grade, I saw Tyreek. That's when I saw Tyreek Evans. We played against them. Tyreek Evans, that's when I saw Brandon Jennings for the first time, DeMar DeRozan. I'm trying to think who else. That's like on the national scene, guys that stuck out. It was a bunch of people, bro. Like, you finally got to see like 7-footers and shit when you left the state. But in Baltimore though, Chick Webb had they had a great team, bro. Like I mentioned a lot of guys earlier. But there was also a guy named Terrence Boyd.
Oh my God, bro. Thank you for mentioning Terrence.
And he played with Chick Webb. And he was like, and David, I might butcher your last, David Dyke, I want to say Dyke, something like that. He played at UCF and played at Rollins. We played against each other in college. He played with Chick Webb too. But they had a squad, bro. And it was Terrence really hard to beat.
Terrence was out of this
Terrence
world,
was a man
bro.
child. He was dunking like a grown man in middle school.
Man, I played against Terrence in elementary school. Like, he was one of the first people that I seen, like, and I'm like, bro, I don't think I need to be doing this, bro. I think I might need to go play some video games or something, bro. Like, he was in the game, bro.
Different.
Bro, he put the ball around somebody's head, then around his back, and then threw it between his legs in a real game, bro.
Yeah, he was different.
And I'm like, we're in elementary school.
Looking back, Terrence, I beat Terrence in 10 and under in my first championship, and I got an MVP over him, right? And that's when like my pops and his moms got cool. And then we played the Baltimore Stars at Wild Lake one time with the Jaguars, and we almost beat them. And then Terrence like brought me to Troy. Troy's another guy that I was chasing growing up too. Shout out to Troy Franklin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He's been mentioned on here quite a few times.
That's my guy.
Yeah, for sure. Troy was a dog.
Troy was the kid in 10 and under that had like a crowd come to the game to watch him. And like everybody in the crowd was like, ooh, all types of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy. Yeah.
Jamar spoke about him too. It's funny that you mentioned him like that because Jamar was speaking about him when I had him on too. So, but Troy was a beast. That's somebody that I did know about when I was young. I'm like, oh yeah, Shorty is nice.
But I remember Terrence brought me over to Troy, and that's how I met Troy. And the fact, and like in my mind, the way I came up, the fact that I'm sitting here with these two, I was like, oh, I think I'm getting there. You know what I mean? Shout out to them dudes.
Yes,
and lucky, and I was lucky enough to be teammates with Jamar, so I ain't have to. Really,
Hey, it was it, man.
I had to deal with him in high school.
Yeah.
He never beat me before, but shout out to my guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But luckily, coming up, I never had to deal with him.
Man, that's electric player, bro. I say him and Omar was like.
I played with Omar one summer.
Them guys was like the epitome of guards from the city to me. Like, cause that was my very first AAU game. That's what I played against Omar. The very first one I ever played. And I'm like, this is what AAU basketball is, bro. It's crazy out here.
I met Omar and Melo's 3-on-3 joint, the Hood Classic. I had no idea who Omar was. Bro, they cooked us. And then I played with him one summer with First Baptist. Yeah. Omar's the best shooter I ever played with in my life.
Yeah, that's one of them. I mean, I think he's one of the best I ever seen in life. Like, it's crazy. I mean, he's done it on all levels. Like, it's crazy.
And then guarding him is crazy too.
Oh, no. Ain't no doing that. You got to be in 1,000% shape.
Yeah.
You got 12 abs showing. He doing push-ups on the timeout breaks. The boy's just getting crazy shape.
And then you know what I mean? And people don't talk, like, he straps up.
Oh, yeah. Full court.
Full court.
Yeah, because he in shape. That's the name of the game. But no, again, I just wanted to go over that real quick because, man, the area that we played in, bro, and that era of time, bro, it was elite and it was very rich, like, in basketball talent. Like, so I just wanted to give the people the backdrop of kind of what you was dealing with and what you had to kind of go through and who you were playing with and around to get to where you got to. Now you get to Mount St. Joe. You're playing in the BCL, one of the best basketball conferences in the country. Historically, I mean, even to this day. And again, I had asked before, like, did you kind of know the nature of the BCL? Like, how aware were you of it at that point? Did you kind of get more history of it after the Clatchy conversation, or did you already kind of start knowing about it before then?
So I think, I honestly don't remember the recruiting process that other coaches, like how they went about it. Like, but I know I heard from mostly every private school in middle school. But the way Clatchy recruited was, he kind of put you on to the St. Joe history because he's a St. Joe grad. So he would send us St. Joe history. He was, like I said, he would send us articles all the time. And he always made sure we knew our BCL and Mount St. Joe history. Like our program was literally like built on program history. Like it got to the point, bro, like he built the culture up to the point where like we was just competing against the teams before us. Like we wasn't really like, you know what I mean? Like we respected our opponents and stuff like that, but it was more about we had to be better than the team from this year type shit. So like, so I understood the significance of the Catholic League, bro. And once I started getting recruited by Clatchy, I started going to all the games just to see like what everybody had. So I knew how rich it was, bro. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Going into 9th grade, I mean, private schools, I wasn't aware of this until a couple years ago, but it's freshman team, then you got JV, and then you got varsity.
Yeah.
You step right into out the gate to one of the best teams in the BCL and playing varsity. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy though, bro. Like, I want you to understand how crazy that is. Like, that is something that's a couple players have, I mean, that I personally know have done that. Like, you know what I mean? At the guard spot, I mean, that's incredible. I think Kyle did that. Kyle Wise might have did that.
Kyle started as a freshman.
I think he, I was ready to say, did Eric come in as a freshman?
Eric started as a freshman too. Yeah.
So there's a couple of guys from the guard spot that I know have done it, but that's a phenomenal feat, bro.
Yeah, me and Henry actually got moved up, like really, really early. So we started off on JV, but we got moved up like really, really early.
So who was all on that varsity squad when you got there?
There's Brian Johnson.
Ooh.
All right, Brian Johnson.
Do your homework, people.
I got y'all.
Yeah, do your homework, people.
I got y'all. You got Brian Johnson, was the point guard. Greg Woody, DeJuan Goodwin, Chase Adams, Kevin Swecker was the white dude that everybody knows. Dino Gregory, Courtney Thomas, and then me and Henry. Oh, Louis Birdsong. Yeah. That was a squad, bro.
And then what was that? 05?
04, 05.
04, 05,
And
yeah.
Dewan and Courtney tore their ACL on back-to-back plays.
That's crazy.
And then that's when me and Henry came up.
Yeah. That's amazing. Not even unfortunate in that situation, but that's crazy how that goes, bro.
My freshman year, we won the BCL and the MIAA regular season, and we won the MIAA tournament championship. We lost in the BCL tournament.
And is that when Lewis won the Player of the Year?
Brian Johnson was Player of the Year that year.
Brian won it that year.
Yeah. Brian was the BCL Player of the Year. Him and Ricky Harris.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out to Ricky.
Yeah, shout out to Ricky.
I had to guard Ricky my freshman year one time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, you get up in there and like you said, you just named a couple players that's super elite. Brian Johnson and Ricky Harris was elite as well. You know, how was that experience for you? Who just coming out there and did you get much time to get out there and really get the grasp of it in ninth grade, or was it just kind of like a test trial situation?
To be honest with you, bro, I really don't remember the games that much. I can tell you more practice stories.
Oh, which is cool too, because it's
Yeah.
damn near harder than the games.
Because I knew I wasn't gonna play that much in the games. Like I knew that I was gonna play and when I was gonna play. Like I said, the end of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter, and depending on how the second half go, right? Because my freshman year we had Brian Johnson, Chase Adams, and Greg Woody, and they all 5'9", 5'10", right? So those are the three guys I had to go against every day, bro. So like I was more locked in on what I had to do every day in practice going against them dudes. Because I knew I really was going to play like that. And I knew the point guard on the other team wasn't Brian Johnson, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, like, I had to guard that dude probably for like 2-3 minutes. 5 tops my freshman year. But in practice, I had to guard Brian the whole entire time. You know what I mean? So, I knew it was going to be I knew it was a learning experience, and I knew the pecking order, too. Like, I knew, like, all right, bet next year, I'm the back. I know I'm going to play the minutes that Chase was playing this year. Then Chase going to be gone. I got 2 years that I'm going to be the starting point guard. Right. So, I knew I was paying my dues, and I knew I was gonna get better on varsity in practice than I would playing JV.
You had a firm understanding of that culture early, which that's a great thing because I mean, you can get trapped in it and like, man, I should be playing, but you kind of had the understanding of it early. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and do my thing, pay my dues, and you know what I mean.
Henry had Dino, Lewis, Courtney up there. I mean, down there in the post. Yeah. It's like we had to pay our dues early.
It's a little easier when you respect the players in front of you too. Like it ain't like it was some slouch, some bums in front of you that was playing. I mean, I wouldn't have no problem sitting if as a freshman. B, do your thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. I'm trying to take their minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, every day.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But again, it's like
I can't.
But again, it's like you would respect that rather than actually busting their ass. Yeah. And not getting the minutes. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this is some respect. Like you going against somebody that's a player of the year in this like he's remarkable. You know what I mean? So
bro, real quick, bro. Like, bro, there was a game where Brian, he missed his first couple of shots. Right? Mind you, he didn't really care about scoring, right? But he was averaging probably like 10, 12 points, right? But he missed his first couple of shots and we called a timeout. And he was in timeout, he said, yo, I'm about to just pass. He said, I'm about to just pass the ball rest of the game. I'll be ready, bro. He finished with like 15. He had 0 points and 15 assists.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, it was amazing, bro.
Just made a decision. You know what?
And it was crazy. And 0 turnovers. Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
He's remarkable, bro.
Yeah, but that's why I had to go against my freshman year in Chase and Greg Woody, bro.
Yeah, man, that's elite company right there.
Yeah. Step
into that summer. How much harder do you think you worked to get, you know what I mean, to 10th grade and then, not vice versa, but continuing on to 11th grade? What was that process like working, and did you notice anything different going into 10th grade? Like, was it more opportunity? Did you have more battles? Was it any point that you wanted to say, fuck all of this, I'm good with this, bro? Like, it's tough. Like, I think I'm good, bro.
I loved every minute of it. Bro, I was already, like, I was getting used to winning leaving middle school, but like, my freshman year, we went 31-4, right? And my sophomore year, I knew I was gonna get more minutes. And Clatchy, one thing that I also respected about Clatchy is that nobody guessed. There was no guessing about what your role was. Everybody on the team knew everybody's role. And he would straight up tell you, like, your cat is here for your role. Like, you know what I mean? So we could lock in on being the best at our role. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like nobody was trying to outdo nobody or nothing like that. Like, our starters was like 8, 10, 11, 12, 15, right? So like, I knew I was gonna get more minutes. I knew my role was gonna increase. You know what I mean? I knew what I had to do to stay on the court. You know what I mean? And I knew I knew again like this is gonna just prepare me for when it's my turn to take over. You know what I mean? And that year we went 38-1. We went 38 straight.
That's crazy.
So there was never a point.
Hold on, y'all won 38 straight?
Yeah, we went 38.
Who did y'all lose to first?
We lost our last game that year to the Matha in the Alhambra Championship.
Oh man, that's wild.
It was like it was like Nigel Munson, Austin Freeman, Chris Braswell in there.
It's a tough squad.
Yeah.
Y'all was equally as tough though.
But yeah, at the time they were number 4 in the country, and we was number 5 in the country.
Cause y'all still had Dino and Lewis.
That starting lineup was Chase Adams, Kevin Swecker, DeJuan Goodwin, Dino Gregory, Louis Bursall, and then me and Henry
off the bench. That's crazy, bro. Oh my lord!
Yeah, 38 straight.
Y'all played. Did y'all play a national schedule that year, or did y'all like go out of state at all?
That year we didn't go out of state. We played in the Gonzaga Classic.
Mm-hmm.
We won that. We actually played St. Francis in the championship.
Okay.
And then we just ran through local. We didn't start like really traveling and stuff until after that year.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. So 11th grade when now it's your time. 11th grade coming up. So.
Oh man, that year. It's crazy when we are so engulfed in the culture, right? Because I went 31-4, 38-1, right? The whole starting lineup graduates except for Dino, right? So now really the only players with experience is me, Henry, and Dino. Me and Henry off the bench, Dino had starting experience. And we went 26-8 that year.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up losing to Towson Catholic in the BCL championship, right? And
who they have on their team?
that was Malcolm and Dante, Larry Batchfield, Brandon Green, LaShawn Edwards. People don't really mention him like that.
He's been mentioned every time on this.
I said Brandon Green, yeah.
LaShawn's been mentioned every single player that I've had that's played in the BCL or around the BCL has mentioned LaShawn on his.
That was his freshman year, and he was out there. He was one of the main guys. It was like Malcolm, it was Malcolm, Dante, and then like Larry was running the show, and then you had Brandon doing his thing, and Sean was getting busy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sean was like that. But yeah, they had them that year. No, that was Sean's sophomore year. That was my junior year. But anyway, we lost to them. We lost to St. Francis. They had Desmond, Sean, Eric Brooks, Deshaun Bradshaw. We lost to them too. But 26-8 is not a bad season, bro. But at St. Joe at the time, it was like we was a failure, bro. And that was the one year we ain't put nothing on the banner. Yeah, that was the only year in high school I ain't win nothing.
11th grade. So again, you coming back. You like you say, you lost the whole start lineup besides one person.
Yeah.
You're establishing. Pretty much establishing. Kind of you and Henry's era in this. Even though Lewis is still there. Lewis was gone. Dino was there. Even though Dino was there, and Dino was killing. I remember when Dino was killing. Yeah, he was killing. But it's like, even after that, now Dino was about to leave.
Yeah. So
now you coming into your senior year
Yeah.
in a place where you guys got to prove something every single year. It's like, you know what's at stake. You know this is your last run, bro. Just kind of talk about coming into that year and everything that was, you know, on your mind going into that year that you can kind of speak on.
Man, going into senior year, one, it felt like I was there forever. You know what I mean? And like, and it was funny. Like, we playing against dudes that we saw playing freshman in JV while we was playing varsity. You know what I mean? So me and Henry had the edge of just experience. You know what I mean? And we also had Eric. So now Eric's a sophomore now. Eric's freshman year, he started. He was great, but now his sophomore year, Coach Clatchy gave him
the green,
bro. So mind you, at the guard spots, you got Brian Chase, right? Me. We kind of came into St. Joe. Whatever we did in AAU, we had to come in and like kind of play like Duke basketball. When Eric got there, and I got mad stories about Eric, bro. But when Eric got there, Clatchy was like, "Just go." So Eric and Henry, my senior year, it was Eric and Henry show, and then I just picked up the pieces and just made sure they got the rock, bro. But my senior year, I knew that I had to come back and I had to leave with a champion. I had to, bro. But we pretty much swept the regular season. We won both BCL and MIAA regular season, and then we folded in both the MIAA and the BCL tournament championship.
Who y'all play in the championships?
We played in the MIAA championship. We played Towson Catholic. That was Larry, Vinny Breckenridge, and Brandon Green. We lost to them.
Dev was playing with them too?
Who?
Devin Spencer?
Devin was on that team too. Devin was on that team. And then in the BCL championship, we lost to St. Francis.
Oh my God.
But and obviously Sean was killing us. But Wayne Sparrow had a really good game that game, and Dante Holmes had a really good game that game.
Shout out to my guy Wayne.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, shout out. Damn, bro, you came with.
Yeah.
But y'all was loaded up too.
So
it's
we
like,
went 30-6, and that's the year we played y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro. That's the year that I met you.
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Because you came to Long Beach your senior year.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
2000. What was that? 2007, 2008 season.
Yeah, you threw me off, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You threw me off.
Talk about. I'll give you the story after you kind of talk about that, because again we had the fortunate time of playing in the Rock League.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, the Rock League at that time, I don't know if is the Rock League still going?
I don't know.
But at the time, you had public schools in it, you had private schools in it, from Northern Virginia to all the way out in what's that school that's out in Bel Air, the private school that quickly went to.
John Carroll?
They had Carroll out there. That's what I think Rodney Magruder was playing with at the time.
That was a DC Carroll.
Yeah, that was a DC Carroll. Okay, yeah.
That was Chris Joseph,
Yeah.
Rodney Magruder.
Yes.
And,
So
bro, Daryl
they had
trading it, some Daryl T, bro.
two 7-footers. Them. It was, again, you remember that time.
Yeah,
so
that was great.
Like in that landscape, like I'll just give you a
Shout out
quick.
to Coach Mraz, bro. Coach Mraz.
My Lord, that's what that was a
The
blessing to me.
OG Mraz.
Yes,
together.
OG put that together. So yeah, man, we got to kind of like get around each other in a way, because we were both. I think y'all played in that league.
You played y'all.
I'm talking about even before then, like coming in like years before that. Y'all was playing in it for years.
I've been playing in that since I met Clatchy for real. Like I was playing in that in middle school with them.
Yeah, I had never heard of it.
Yeah.
So coming out there, I was playing with Riverdale Baptist. I was supposed to go to Riverdale, wind up having a better fit with Long Reach. So playing against a team like Mount St. Joe with y'all, it's so crazy how stuff work, because when you're in the culture of basketball, like you're watching certain people. Like you say you was watching this person, like you seen that person. You don't even know. Like I'm watching you. I'm looking at Eric. I'm looking at Jamar. I'm looking at, because my man Perry goes to Cardinal Gibbons.
Yeah.
That is one of my best friends.
Yeah,
So I gotta listen to this. Like, this Jamar is this, that, and the third. Then we got this up here. I'm like, yo, I gotta see this. So before we even get to this type of situation, like y'all is on my radar, specifically you and Eric, because I don't even know Eric personally yet. Yeah. But I'm like, man, when I see these dudes, bro, they got to be everything that he was talking about, bro. So that's how that go. But how was that experience? How do you remember that game?
So the Rock game.
The Rock game, and then when we see y'all.
So the Rock game. All right, so the one thing that I always think about, bro, it's always my big what if. I don't regret nothing, but I always think like, what if I went to Oakland Mills? You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, what would that have been like? But
they needed you that year.
so mind you, me, Chase, and Henry were supposed to go to Oakland Mills.
Yeah, y'all did. Yeah, I should have went. Y'all needed. They needed you.
So playing against any team in Howard County was a big deal, and the only team we got to play, my freshman year we played Mount Hebron. But I didn't really get to play. I didn't really know nobody on Mount Hebron. But scrimmage in Long Reach and playing Long Reach in the summer league was like, that was our fix, because we never got to play nobody, and nobody back at home we used to ever get to see us play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the scrimmage was a big deal.
Oh yeah.
But the Rock League, Henry and Eric, or maybe just Eric. Somebody was at camp.
Yeah, Henry was.
Yeah, Henry was at camp. I think it was me and Eric was playing.
Yeah, because Henry had been there the whole time. Because this is a whole nother side story. I'm gonna let you go back after this. But Henry was the first person. I'm a big LeBron fan now, and back then it was worse. Henry was the first person with LeBron soldiers.
Oh yeah.
And he had them on like a week and a half before they even came out in the store.
That was the camp.
So
that's where he was at the LeBron camp.
That right then and there, when I seen that, I'm like, oh yeah, they on some whole other shit there. But go ahead.
Was it at LeBron camp or ABCD camp? He was at one of the camps.
I was blown because I wanted them and I got them the next week. But I'm like, you were playing in them now. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a whole other story.
He was like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we didn't have Henry, and I think y'all beat us.
Yes.
Y'all beat us, bro. And I was mad as shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who you were.
Yeah. Nobody did.
Yeah. So, like I said, I always had my way with Howard County guards, and I could only really play against them at Supreme, and I couldn't play like I play at Supreme with St. Joe. You know what I'm saying? So when we played against y'all in the Rock League, and I knew Henry was gonna be there, I was like, bet. Like I get to take all Henry shots. Eric was the young boy at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to take all Henry shots.
Yes, sure.
And then I'm expecting to play against whoever I'm expecting to play against, and I seen you, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this dude? And the way you played, bro, I swear in my mind, I told myself that you was from like New York, like Brooklyn or something.
Yeah.
It was tough, bro. I couldn't take the ball from you. Like, so usually, I guess I'm still no disrespect, bro. Like I could full court press a kid from Howard County and get the ball at some like maybe the third or fourth time I full court press. I could not take the ball from you. You was sliding me from left to right, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? And then y'all beat us, and I'm like, oh, that's because of this nigga, bro. So then that was our first scrimmage, and I had just got off suspension right before the Long Reach scrimmage. So I'm like, I'm super gassed, bro.
Yes.
And then I think y'all was up like 15 and a half.
Bro, listen. Now I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna get a little piece of this now.
Yeah.
So everything you just said, 100% facts. Coming into the summer league, I was literally like, you would have thought that was like my state championship, and it's the middle of the summer. And again, I was not playing with them, so they don't know nothing really too much about me either. The first game I played with them was the game before we played y'all. We played Wise High School. My first 3 possessions in the game, I got plucked. Because I came out there thinking I could just whatever, and then Morez pulled me to the side. He's like, bro, we didn't ask you to do none of that. Like, just do, like, play how you play. After he told me that, bro, I swear, like, everything was just different after that. Me and Obi, like, clicked right after that. So coming into the Mount St. Joe game this summer, we had already lost the Cardinal Gibbons, and I told you Perry is my man. I was, like, I'm talking about super upset. He's like, yeah, I told y'all public school, you can't fuck with us, that, there. All right, I got something for you. We gonna beat your man in them.
That shit pissed me off.
So we wound up, oh my God, by the grace of God, we wound up winning that game, right? Now, Henry's back for this scrimmage. It's at Long Reach.
It's at Long Reach.
It's like,
so we like, yo, finally get the hoop in Howard County.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like we in Long Reach, bro. We like I'm talking about confidence is sky high. Like, bro, these niggas ready coming here, bro. You know what I'm ready to do to them. This is me. I'm the only person that you can ask besides me and maybe Steve. But like I was the only person talking like, man, we about to do these niggas, bro. I'm telling you, like I got something for them. We came out the gate rolling, hitting shots. I think we wound up going up like 12-13 at one point. And then that was the first half. Then we wound up at the halftime, we was up like 8 or 9. Something like low, like that wasn't crazy. But we was up.
A little bit. Bro,
halftime came, bro. We come out of halftime, I'll never forget it, bro. I'm in the layup lines at halftime, having a good old time. I'm dancing, I'm getting, like, I'm just whatever. First possession, Henry touched the ball in the paint. He like reverses and goes around and like bangs it. Like that's the first possession. The next time we come down, we turn it over. Eric get it, hit a 3. Next joint after that thing, Henry get the ball again and dunk the bitch again. I'm like, yo, timeout, this shit is about to be over. And after that, bro, it was just like, it's so many different levels to this, bro.
Bro, at halftime, when we going to halftime, Clatchy don't even come in the locker room. Like, it actually wasn't even in the locker room. We was just in the locker room. It wasn't in no room.
Yeah.
Clatchy had a little dry erase marker, and all he did was come in there and beam it. Boom! Crack the marker and just dip.
It just dipped.
And we was in there like, yo, we cannot leave here. Losing the Long Reach, bro. So we came out. I vividly remember Henry catching the ball, spinning off the dude, and reversing that
and cranked it. I'm like, I think that literally, that right there, like, that literally dejected everything in our team, bro. I'm telling you, and just the way you mentioned it, you can see it like I can see it like, yo, we don't have nothing for this, bro.
It was off rip.
It was like, yo, it was like a switch hit, and it was over immediately.
Imagine we played 5 quarters, so it got worse than what it would.
Yes, bro, it was nasty. It was. I don't
want to put a number on. Eric be saying like 30, 40.
Yeah, we lost by 30. No, we lost by like 30. It got incredibly nasty, really fast. Pause. It was terrible. Like
it got bad, but it should never got. It should never. Yo, and then like the thing was like. So, like, we knew how nice Henry was, right? But, like, Dino was so ball dominant, and, like, it was his team, his junior year, right?
Right.
But, like, Henry's senior year, bro, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, and I mean, like, it was, like, the better the team he played, the better he played. So, like, he was mad as shit at halftime, bro. So that shit made sense why he did that.
Man, it was
I vividly remember that shit.
Yeah, it was incredible, bro. But honestly, like, I tell people this all the time, like, that year in the fall league, we lost to Omar in the championship of Douglas. In the fall league. It's just him, bro.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I go to my man that's on the team, Big Julius. I'm like, bro, the only team that we are going to have to worry about this year is Largo. That's it. We just played fucking Mount St. Joe, bro. Like, we was all right in the first half. Like, we're not going to play nobody like that ever in this season. But Largo got the potential to be that because they got a 7-footer. They got Big Mo.
Yeah.
And they had 3 elite guards, and I knew them. There was Kevin Pollard, and they had 2 other guards. One that was a presser, and the other one was just a straight offensive gun. Like he would just go gun.
He was my teammate in college.
Man, listen here.
He was my teammate in college, bro.
Christmas tournament come. Omar plays Largo in the Christmas tournament and beats them niggas. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, we could get. He beat him at the buzzer. I'm like, oh yeah, we can get them, bro. So we wound up losing 2 games. We wound up beating Howard in the Christmas tournament, bro, and then losing 2 games after that. I'm telling you right now, I'm like, bro, we're not gonna lose the rest of the season. I went back to the game again. I'm like, bro, we're not gonna play nobody. We just gotta play how we played this game, and we good. Yeah. That was like my bar for the season. So that's why I always bring it up all the time. Like, bro, I'll never forget it because that literally set me to know where I was at too. Like the Rock League let me know, but I'm like, all right, I'm playing against this actual team now. I can see where I sit at. Like now I feel a little bit more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was crazy, bro. But y'all team that year was wild.
Like, y'all team was nice too, and again, y'all team made it even worse for me to be like. It made that thought of mine like, damn, I wish I could just know what would have happened if I went to Oakland Mills. Like playing against you, bro. The first time I played, I said, "There's no way he grew up in Howard County."
No.
Like, I said, "This is not a Howard County kid."
Right. And I didn't even know. See, that's the thing. I didn't even know y'all was from. I didn't know you was from Howard County. I didn't know Eric was from Howard County. I didn't know.
My senior year, the whole team.
I didn't know none of that at the time. But again, it all made sense going into it because now Obi and them is all like, yo, we gotta beat these niggas, bro. This, that, and the third. Yeah. Now I know why you want to beat them so bad because y'all from around the way. Yeah. Like all y'all from around the same area.
Obi will tell you, bro. I got Obi in the basketball, bro.
For real?
Obi was in 5th grade at Jefferson Hill, and we just played at recess all the time. And like I told you, my dad was now the coach of my age group team, so we were literally recruiting kids. And I was playing against Obi at recess all the time. So I was like, Obi, come to tryouts. Obi came to tryouts. He had him, and mind you, but this is how my brain worked, bro. Obi came to tryouts in some skinny jeans.
Oh my goodness.
It was just skinny by default.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a Raven sweatshirt. But he was fast.
Yeah.
He was tough.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
And he made the team, and then he got a B. And his pops took him off the team.
Straight off
team. And then Obi just popped up back again in like high school.
Yep.
Yeah. And we trying to get Obi to come to St. Joe.
Yeah. That'd have been magical.
He was not having it, bro.
Hey man.
But y'all team was tough. Y'all ended up playing Largo in the championship, right?
And then we played them in the championship. The thing is, we played Clifton before that and beat Clifton.
Beat them, yeah.
And I think that kind of was our championship for real. Yeah. Because they was like, bro, they were way better than Largo, bro. Way better. Like it was. Big Cleveland was down there. They had Antoine Allen on their team. Jay Sharp was playing. Darius Gilmore was their point guard.
Yeah, that's a squad.
Like they were nice. They actually got ranked in the country that year. They was actually, and at one point in the paper, they had them ranked over y'all.
The Baltimore Sun always disrespected us.
It was crazy. Like
we were ranked in the USA Today.
Yes, and I say that all the time. You can look at any of my other interviews. I said that team was ranked above Mount St. Joe, and they were nationally ranked.
Bro, look, my senior year, bro, we beat. We played Winners Mill. They won their states. Right, we beat them by 40.
Yeah.
Right, they won their state championship. Who else, bro? There was like two or three teams in front of us that we smacked. In the final Baltimore Sun poll, and we was 31-6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And nationally ranked. It made no sense.
Yeah, they had us 8th, and we lost in the state chip.
That made no sense.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But that Lake Clifton team was tough.
Man,
I was rooting for y'all. Bro.
But that whole year, like that 2008, that time, like it was so many tough squads. Like, who would you say was y'all's toughest opponent, or the toughest opponent that you had within them 4 years that you was at Mount St. Joe?
So my 4 years at Mount St. Joe, I lost to Spalding one time my freshman year. I lost to.
Who does that? Rudy?
Nah, Rudy was already gone. They had it was Lawrence Dixon, Marquis Sullivan. Who else they had on that team, bro? Justin Castleberry was on that team. I can't remember the rest of the people they had, bro. But they beat us in overtime at Spalding my freshman year. So I lost to Spalding. My sophomore year we didn't lose to nobody.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, my freshman year we lost to Spalding and St. Francis.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
My sophomore year we lost to nobody. My junior year we lost to TC for the first time. We lost to McDonough. They upset us in the playoffs. And
was DeJuan there?
DeJuan Summers was gone when we lost to them. But I think it was only 4 teams in the area that beat me. So my 4-year record in the BCL is 50-6.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we only lost to 4 teams in total. But what's the question you asked me?
The best team you probably played against that you think?
Yo, people don't talk about the 04-05 Towson Catholic team.
Who was on that mob?
Carroll Mitchell was starting point guard, tough. Malcolm Delaney just transferred from McDonough. You had Dante. You had this dude Lawrence Nuevo, big ass African dude. He went to play at like Lamar or something like that. You had Kyle Cannon. He came from Hammond and transferred to TC. He played at Oklahoma. You had Ronald Nicholson, bro, from like he was out like Perry Hall area, and you had Kim English was off the bench. Damn, who else they had? Larry Bash was on the team. Brandon Green was on the team. But that team was tough. They didn't beat us though, but that team was tough.
That was one of the
like that
tough
team
teams,
was stacked. But as far as like battles, bro, like St. Francis, like the one year with Malcolm and Dante, like, come on, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We lost them 3 times that year. But like, come on.
Yeah,
One game we lost by 3, the rest of them was like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So,
I mean, that's a duo that goes down in history in
it was
BCL.
like,
so.
come on, bro. Like, but St. Francis, I would say that was our biggest rivalry. Like we had the you know the natural Cardinal Gibbons St. Joe rivalry, but like that was more on their side at that time. Like our games were going to overtime. Like, you know, they had like the little lore to it and shit like that, but like we never lost to them.
Right.
So like I would say St. Francis because like we had to deal with Sean for 4 years, bro. Like, and we ain't had nothing for him ever, like the whole time. But we went back and forth. Then like those are my favorite games too because I got to play against Desmond. That's my favorite point guard ever.
Right.
Yeah, I just love playing against Desmond. So St. Francis was definitely the toughest like rivalry type matchup in high school, bro.
And would you consider Sean the toughest, I mean, individual matchup probably that was in during that time, or would you consider it BJ?
BJ who?
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
Or would you consider?
I mean, like Brian was more like the best point guard, like the best point guard you could ever ask for.
Right.
He didn't make mistakes, and like he just created stuff out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But Sean was, bro. My freshman year, Sean was a freshman. Like we was the same class. Like so, Sean beat us, and he wouldn't have won the BCL championship his freshman year. Bro.
It was incredible.
And I just finished playing my whole 8th grade year with him, and I saw him get banned from leagues. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Sean for me is like, I know like obviously like there's more history to the BCL and shit like that, but like Sean's my favorite, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't had nothing for Sean, dog.
Just in the short history that I looked at, I mean, trying not to even be biased, because, I mean, that is my guy, but it's hard to say that he wasn't the best probably all time in the BCL, individually.
Yeah, he did a lot.
I mean, almost 3,000 points?
Yeah.
I think he might have scored 3,000, like
if not very,
if not very
it's
close.
on my video, I don't know off the top of my head, though.
Him and Rodney Monroe is the bucket holders.
Yeah.
So, that's
And he was like, he had like, and it wasn't like nothing flashy at all.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a straight professional type game.
Yeah, he kept them in straight 1980s, the throw and everything.
Yeah,
you
it
feel
was
me?
just classic basketball.
Yep. Man, it's just the reason why I like asked that so vivid and asked so many questions about that, because like again, you're looking at somebody that was on the outside looking in with, you know, had a little bit of the inside looking out, because I knew a lot of the players that was in there at the time. I started establishing the relationships with guys that was in the BCLA. So I always just like to get them stories because it was fascinating to me, bro. Like, again, I was at Chesapeake before I went to Long Reach. Yeah. So 9th, 10th, 11th grade, while you doing all of that, just flip it opposite. Right. 9th grade ineligible, didn't play. 10th grade won 3 games. Junior year won 1 game. The last game against a team that won no games. And we beat them in overtime. So, like, that's where that whole makeup of, like, just going straight and trying to, like, bro, ain't nothing gonna shake me, bro. I've been down 40 too many times. And then when you go to Long Reach, that's why it's like, you understanding the culture is like, when I go to Long Reach, y'all just won a state championship 2 years ago when I came here. I just lost.
We smacked that team too.
I just lost 20-something games in a row. When I went to Long Reach, bro, the first game we played Reservoir, we won by like 18, something like that, something crazy, bro. I'm in that joint like celebrating like, bro, we won the first 10 games of the season, and we lost that 11th one. I was ready to fight everybody in the locker room, bro, because I'm like, we can't go back to. Like, I'm not going back to this shit. Like, y'all niggas not used. Y'all been winning for a little bit. Like, y'all used to this. We lose again. Back to like we lost to Howard at Howard rival game. You already know. Went to Atherton, came at home. We had a win streak at Long Reach, 30-something games. We lost by 30.
Damn.
Both of them games is the only 2 times I wanted to fight all my teammates.
Yeah.
But they got the picture right after the second. Like, bro, y'all don't understand, bro. I done lost too many. Like,
it means too much.
It means
it don't mean
too
too
much.
much. It mean more to me than what it mean to y'all.
Boy.
Y'all gotta meet me up here at this level.
Man, so like I can only imagine, and that's why I'm speaking to it now. Like I'm thinking about it from that perspective. The weight that you felt going into senior year, trying to win so bad, it's like, man, I know it was heavy on you. So that's kind of why like I went so vivid, just to kind of get
bro,
the
it was
scope.
heavier. Going into my senior year, it was way lighter than going into my junior year.
Junior year, okay, yeah.
Because my junior year, it was like, Brian did this, Chase
Yeah.
did this. Here you go.
Here you go.
Literally, the last 10 games of my sophomore year, that's all I was hearing after the game. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. You're gonna give it all. Like, so it was way more pressure. That's why it's just now hitting me like as an adult at 26-8 is a really good year. Like people don't have them records, but like for me, that's the worst, by far the worst season in my high school career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We went 31-4, 38-1 that year, and 31-6.
Yeah. That's
So going to my senior year, like I knew we was.
Yeah.
I just knew we had to get through Sean because mind you, we lost. We go to Alhambra, right, which is like like the national tournament for the Catholic schools, and we lose 2 games there. So, and I told you we folded in both of the championships. So these are like the last. We lost 4 of the last like maybe 6 or 7 games. You know what I'm saying? So we really like 31-2 or 30-2 the whole. You know what I mean?
right.
We had like 2 losses the whole year, pretty much. So we just knew we had to get through Sean. There, but we ended up folding.
Yeah, man. It's still a crazy, crazy chapter, bro. That high school chapter, bro. Being at Mount St. Joe is a hell of an experience, bro. What is the best thing you took away from being at Mount St. Joe?
Man, just I didn't realize how much Clash prepared us for college. Because, I mean, you can go back and look at a lot of St. Joe grads. They did way more numbers in college than they did in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it didn't get easier. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember my first year at Coppin, like in practice and stuff like that. Like, thing was having to teach people shell. You know what I'm saying? And like that's just a very basic, very, very basic level. You know what I mean? But that was something we've been doing, you know, just something small like that. But Clashy had us prepared on the hardest part in college, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, was understanding the defensive side. You know what I'm saying? Like it was way more serious at the college level. But at St. Joe, Clashy took it just as serious. So it was an easy transition.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my biggest takeaway was that, and just having a respect for like just the culture. I'm just grateful I was able to be part of that. I'm still part of the culture, but I'm grateful that I was able to come up in that culture. Because I think that's been the key to Clash's success is just the culture he built there.
Absolutely.
So I'm just grateful that I can go back in there whenever, you know what I mean, talk to the kids and shit like that. So
It's got that Duke, that San Antonio feel.
Right.
Like it's kind of like that kind of vibe. It's like more San Antonio to me for real, with how he kind of carry it. So I always had a respect for Mount St. Joe. That's one school I wish I could have went to. Everybody say they don't want to, they tripping. I don't know what.
I mean, and then like nobody talks about the school experience. Like it was real strict. You know
for sure. That's one thing I always hear. Like
it's real strict. It took a lot of getting used to. But like, bro, then people always make fun of the all boys stuff. Like, bro, but like that shit was no big deal. You forget about that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like you don't got to worry about half the shit. Now that I teach at high school, bro, like when I started teaching at Reservoir, it's my first real life high school experience.
Right. To see it in a natural, and its natural state.
Yeah, I'm like, then I had to worry about none of this, bro.
Right.
So like, the experience at St. Joe, bro, like, it was mad fun, bro. Like the support we had for the basketball program, like the way the teachers looked out for us, like the way that our classmates supported us, bro. Like to this day, bro.
Yeah.
Like to this day, they still talk to us about the teams that we played for back in the day, bro. It's love, bro.
Yeah, that's a good
So
culture.
that's definitely the biggest thing I appreciate, bro. Just the culture.
Oh, for sure. So you spoke about preparation. How was the process of finding a school and recruitment and everything for you? How did you kind of navigate that? Did you really have a set school or set schools that you were looking at, or were you just kind of who wanted you, or how was that that recruitment process for you just going to school?
At the time in high school, it was D1 or bust, right? And I was getting recruited by a lot of small schools, right? So like, I was getting to MEAC schools towards the end of my junior year. Right, like those were like the first schools that I was really talking about, like really offering and stuff like that. So I knew kind of like I could go into my senior year, play out my senior year, and have them as a safety net, and like wait for like the Towsons and stuff like that. And I was in a situation too, like my pops. So I left Team Mello after my freshman year, and then I joined the Baltimore Stars because it was like a Mount St. Joe team, right? And me and Henry came with me too. But Troy was on that team, right? And my pops was like, "Why would you go play with another point guard in your class?" All right. And I thought it was great because like we work really well together. Troy would tell you like we work really well together.
Right.
If Troy was running the point, I'm a scoring shooting guard. Like we always started together no matter what. So
just thinking about y'all game now, like thinking about that's kind of a perfect pair, honestly, because y'all can play off each other with
like,
ease.
Troy would be like, if we in transition, like our bigs would get a rebound, hit Troy. We in transition, we gone. I'm spotting up for a three.
Right. If
the other team's scoring, I'm bringing the ball up, getting us in the office, and Troy going to work as like this like combo guard type.
Right.
It worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Bro. And also, to be real with you, bro, like I was in a position where I was on the best high school team, and I was the point guard on the best high school team. Right. I was one of the better players coming into high school, but then through the 4 years of high school, you got guys like Omar Strong coming up, right? Like Omar Strong coming on the scene. I don't want to say coming up, right? Yeah. Coming on because he bust my ass in 8th grade. So not coming up, coming on the scene. Jamar, in high school, like towards the end of 8th grade and going into high school, Jamar just started taking off, right? Troy, Larry Basfield. I knew there was so many point guards in the area, bro. Like, it didn't matter who I played AU with, bro. I was competing with them no matter what.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? So I figured I want to be closest to the dude who I thought was the best. And in my opinion, Troy was the best out of all of us. Even though he played in the B conference, Troy, and never beat me. But he played in the B conference. But I thought a lot of guys was better than me, but I always won against them dudes too, right? So I played with Troy, and a lot of my situations was, all right, we're going to wait to see what Troy going to do. Like most of the schools that wasn't the MEAC schools was like, all right, we just offered Troy, we're going to wait to see what he going to do if he takes this. All right, and I was cool with that, to be real with you.
For sure.
I knew how the process worked.
Yeah.
But going into my senior year, I kind of got into it with Coach Clatchy a little bit. So I was like, that once that happened, like I got in trouble in practice, and he suspended me for a little bit going into the season. So I committed to copping during that time, and I was like, bro, I ain't playing no games, bro.
Just in case.
Let me just sign this joint right now. I like my visits. I was comfortable with the whole situation and stuff like that. Yeah, so like I was like, I'm gonna get this out the way. I ain't gonna leave it up to no chance, bro.
Yeah. So you signed going into the season before the season even got rolling.
So I signed for the early signing period senior year. So like, I don't even know what date that was, but before the season.
What was some of the other?
It was the first day of practice.
Oh, okay.
15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there any other schools that you was kind of thinking about other than that?
Morgan
Norfolk for sure. No Morgan for sure.
But mind you, my dad played at Morgan.
Yeah.
At the time, like somebody just broke his assist record, so he was an all-time leading assist. And they had Desmond and Itchy.
That'd have been perfect.
I already spent. Nah, I ain't about to back. And then Coppin had Taiwan McKee, who was the MEAC Player of the Year. And when I signed, he was still fighting for his last year back because he had got hurt a couple times, and he got his final year back. So I ended up playing with him. He was on the team with me my freshman year, but Coppin didn't have no point guard situation like Morgan had.
Right.
2 point guards already, and Larry ended up there eventually. But yeah, that's why I didn't go to Morgan. Desmond was there, Itchy was there. Norfolk had bars on their dorm windows and shit like that. My mom graduated from Coppin, so I was like, bet.
Yeah, still kind of local too. You get to have everybody come support you still at the local level. So
yeah,
that was at the time.
That was the idea.
That at the time, I know you probably felt rushed because of the situation or whatever. But now looking at it, how do you feel about the decision coming out there to sign very early? And
it did make my senior year a lot easier.
Yeah, that's the main reason why it's like you ain't had to worry about stressing about it,
bro. Like,
yeah.
The only thing that I had to worry about was like just the kids in my school. They didn't know what Coppin State was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the worst it got. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'd have to deal with worrying about if I had a good game or not. You know what I mean? I knew what Coach Fang wanted me to do next year, so that's what I was working on my senior year. So I wasn't chasing like trying to average whatever. Like Coach Fang wanted me to work on this. He wants me to do this next year, so I can,
You just getting yourself prepared.
Yeah, I was getting myself ready.
Yeah, that's
so.
good.
So yeah, I don't regret it. It didn't work. I didn't like it at Coppin, so I ended up transferring.
Right. No, hold on. Before you get there, so leaving high school, playing at the pinnacle of in our area, playing in the Pinnacle Conference, being at the top of the food chain for the entire time, kind of being hunted the entire time. As a basketball player going to college, I mean, it doesn't matter the level, D1, 2, 3, JUCO. It's a restarted process of trying to reprove yourself and just getting your body adjusted. How was the transition from going to high school to going to a D1 college and playing basketball? Like, and just talk about, the schedule and, how much you had to adjust physically and kind of talk about that.
Bro, so we went from St. Joe practicing, we practiced an hour and a half. You can ask anybody that came up at that time, we ain't really lift. We ain't run on the track. We started practice off like 2 back-to-back sprints, and then we got straight to defense and then running through our plays.
Yep.
Then once the season ended at St. Joe, luckily Coppin's right literally down the street from St. Joe, like maybe a 10, 15 minute, if that. So once our season ended after school, I was just go work out at Coppin with the guys every day. So I got to see early, like, this is completely different, bro. Like, completely different. The workouts was different. The workouts is I'm talking about like 10 times harder.
Yes.
And this is like just the stuff they doing on their own. All right. So it's that still didn't prepare me mentally for what I went through my freshman year, bro. And I tell kids all the time, bro. Like, the first thing that kids don't realize is when the coach is recruiting you, it's like, oh man, Justin, man, great game. You really did a good job. This. As soon as you walk in the gym, you don't even got a name no more.
At all.
Like, at all, bro.
Your name is several cuss words.
Yes, bro. Like, and I peeped that quick. And I was like, oh, that's the thing they talking about. So that's the first thing. It was like, oh, all right, bet. Like, this shit is for real. Then, just the conditioning.
Yeah. And
the fact we had to have all our classes, like, done before 11. So everything was mad early. As soon as we was done class, preseason, it was individuals, like 12 to 1. We had to eat as a team. After we ate, I think we had like study hall or something like that. From study hall, we go to a little team practice, like weights 3 times a week. If we was doing weights, we was running on the track. And it's like 5 to 7 miles, hills, stairs. And it's like from there to there to there to there. And that's just preseason.
Mind you, people, he has not one time said where he stopped to eat, where he stopped to sit down to do anything.
Nothing.
But continue.
Bro, it was like, then, so I left the team right before the first game, right? Because like, I didn't really like, I'm seeing all my teammates in different states, different cities and shit like that. And I'm like, I ain't got a car and I'm 15 minutes from the crib, bro. And like, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like it was really. I felt more of a college vibe at Mount St. Joe than I really did at Coppin State. It's just a different whole. This is just Coppin. There's 2 dorm buildings, 2 or 3 classroom buildings. Just really small. Like, I just really didn't like it, bro. And I didn't want to waste my year eligibility. So I was like, right before the game started, I'm about to get out of here. And they supported me and stuff. And they let me stay there my whole freshman year on scholarship. Then they helped me find a new school. But
that's honorable because a lot of people ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, and I went about it in a respectful way.
You know what to do.
And they kind of knew.
Yeah, you knew what to do.
Yeah, they kind of knew like what I was thinking and what I was about to do.
Right.
But it wasn't about no playing time or nothing like that. Like, I was convinced I was about to be starting my freshman year, but I just didn't want to waste a year and shit like that, bro. But yeah, bro, the transition from high school to college was like, all right, bet this is a job. Yeah. This is a full-time job now, bro. And like, it was even like, I only got time to do my schoolwork type shit, bro. Like,
that's why I took that break a minute ago. Yeah. Like, I ain't want to get to school because you said it was preseason. So, I mean, that's like the early part of school or whatever. When you get in that season, like, bruh, the time that you spend just being around the game, you don't really even hear the time to eat. You don't hear the time for doing work other than the little slot that you do for study hall. Like, and even that's not enough. Right. You know what I mean? So it's I totally get where you come from there.
And then when I left the team, I still had my dorm, all that, but I just moved back into the crib at home. And I'll go take my classes, because they still scheduled mad early.
Yeah.
I would take my class in the morning. I would spend the rest of the day at Supreme Sports Club for the whole year.
Getting busy.
And then that's when I transferred to Seton Hill, D2.
And how'd you feel about that when you got there? Was it kind of like did you feel like it was like a level down in terms of the competition, or did you feel like it was the same level of competition and you would just get the opportunity to show yourself and really do what you do? Only reason why I say that is because people get it twisted, bro. Like a lot of people get it twisted. When I went to D3 and we beat a couple of D1s while I was there. I just want you to make that clear for them.
So when I left Coppin, the very first the very first person that reached out to me was Mike Smelkinson. He was an assistant at St. Mary's.
My dog.
Right?
That's why I went.
And they was playing at, I don't know what it was called at the time, where the Wizards play. I still don't know what it's called.
The MCI Center? At the time?
Yeah, I think it was maybe an MCI Center.
Yeah, at the time probably it was MCI or one of them, yeah.
They was playing Bowie with Big Trav. Right? And they was D2.
Yeah.
And St. Mary's was D3.
Yeah.
And they was also recruiting one of my best friends, right? Who was leaving Widener, right? So they was actually recruiting him, and so he's come to the game, just come with him. So I'm like, bet. And it's Mike, bro. That's a legend, bro.
Yes.
So I wasn't even on like y'all D3. I was like, oh, this is Mike. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So I went, and they smacked Bowie, bro. Kamante Griffin was on the team.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, they smacked Bowie. So for me, that was the first non-D1 experience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Bowie like, damn. Like, they probably would have beat my Coppin State team. I'm looking at St. Mary's smacking them. I'm like, oh, shit. So that kind of stopped me from wanting to leave Coppin and only look at Division Ones. You know what I'm saying? So when I went Division Two, I was never on like this is about to be a step down or easier. I learned from watching the D3 team, see that this shit ain't sweet nowhere. Like nowhere, bro. Because Kamante had like 40 that game. Shit. So I'm leaving that game like, I don't know if I go to St. Mary's if he got another year left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He scored 50 something.
And I'm leaving a D1 and I'm watching Kamante like, yeah, if he's still at St. Mary's, bro, I can't go there. Like,
yeah.
The fuck I need me for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then my visit to Seton Hill, I watched the game and I was like, oh yeah, this shit. The bigs was 6'9", 6'10", like it was damn near the same, if not a little drop off from the MEAC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I saw that quick.
Yeah. That's an interesting situation because like, again, you hear a lot of guys and they'll think it's a sweet situation. Like you go down there, you think you can just step into something like, oh, this D2 or whatever. Nah, you will get your head cracked in D2, bro. Especially like real D2 basketball, bro. It's really not no difference. Like it's not a difference to be honest with you.
D2 is what I would say is like I had a 6'9", 6'10" big. Then everywhere I went,
right?
D2, but most teams the bigs are like 6'5", 6'6", mad athletic, playing the 5. But D1 they'd be like 3 or the 4. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then the point guards, at the high D2s, every guard is a D1 kickback.
Yes.
Bro? Like damn near everybody, bro.
Yep.
So this is my redshirt freshman year at Seton Hill. I'm playing against this dude, Cookie Miller. He came from Nebraska. Like he was a starting point guard at Nebraska, bro. Like so. It wasn't sweet at all.
Right.
But, I mean, I ain't think nobody on my team could fuck with me. You know
for sure.
But I had a good year, though.
Absolutely.
It was, and I can't say it was easier because I didn't play in the game when I was at Coppin. I didn't play no games when I was at Coppin State. I quit before the games.
Right.
So
I get it. Yeah, get you.
Yeah.
And that experience you wound up having that year, and the summer comes, and do you ultimately make another decision that summer, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had a really good year at Seton Hill.
Yep.
So now I'm like, all right.
No, that's why I kind of like staged it in the beginning where I said you get to go to the D2 to kind of show what's going on. So talk about that decision you made that summer.
After my freshman year, well, it was my redshirt freshman year. I was like, bro, I gotta go back up.
Yeah.
So, but the way it was set up back then though, is if you transfer laterally, so like D1 to D1, you gotta sit out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But if you transfer down, you don't gotta sit out.
Right.
But if you transfer twice in a row, no matter what, you gotta sit out the next year.
Right.
So I'd end up playing 3 out of my 4 seasons I should be playing.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, I could have went D2, but again, it's my second time in a row transferring, so I gotta sit out. So no matter what, the only thing I could do to not sit out is go play JUCO.
Right.
So I was like, bet, that'll give me the opportunity to get recruited again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's perfect, bro. So shout out to Coach Skeeters. He was an assistant at University of South Florida. He hooked me up with St. Petersburg College down there.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to go to Odessa out in Texas. Last minute, switched it up with St. Pete.
Yeah, I think I'd rather go down to St. Pete.
Oh man, it was
for Odessa any day.
Yeah, it was rough. I ain't gonna lie, it was rough. It was a beautiful scenery, but that shit was rough.
Yeah. Oh, JUCO is it's no play.
Yeah,
I went to JUCO.
Yeah.
I went to JUCO in Northwest Jersey. I wasn't in the sunshine and all that. I was in the sticks.
We was in like
doing a lot of crazy things I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying?
JUCO was tough.
Yeah, you gotta pay your own rent, get your own water bill.
See, we ain't have to deal with that.
See, I'm trying to tell you, I was in some real. I was in the gut. Like we was. Yeah, bro.
Like we had apartments.
Yeah.
Our campus, our campus was like an offset of the main campus of the JUCO.
Yeah.
So like we didn't have like no dorms, so we had apartments right across the street.
Shit.
We got grocery stipends.
Yeah, we had apartments across the street that was a part of the town. Like
I was part of the town too.
You know what I mean? It was just regular.
I think our coach owned them joints though, and we got $300 a month each for groceries.
Oh
so
man.
There's 3 of us per apartment, so we pulled that joint together.
Yeah.
But that's not even like, bro, JUCO. After my year at JUCO, I was like, I should have did this straight out of high school.
You felt that way?
Yeah, but I think I needed 2 years of college and 2 years on my own before I went down there, because that shit, I don't know if I would have survived that shit as an 18-year-old.
Oh my goodness, insane. Yeah, I mean, again, you're gonna make some decisions,
bro,
at that age that's gonna, like, you gotta survive, bro. Like you say, you got that $300. That $300 is gonna help you out. Like, we didn't get none of that.
Right way.
So with us, it was like you didn't get no stipend. Like you didn't get none of that. Like, so
Yeah, bro.
I started getting busy.
I can't even tell stories about how we survived.
They would see, like at JUCO level, bro. The things that you got, it's not even a joke. You said the word, like you got to survive. Like it's not a joke at all. Like the poor college student and the poor JUCO student is 2 different levels of poverty in decision making. So, like for one, the JUCO kid, he's definitely taking any and every chance in the world because this is the last shot. Like, we got to get something here. The college kid that's poor, he's on something where he got a card to go get a meal. Facts. He can get this and get that. So that JUCO grind is real, bro.
We didn't have none of that. And I was coming from a university, so
yes. Boy, I can't imagine.
It was my favorite year of college, bro. It was the best experience I had, bro.
For sure.
I definitely needed that. But I don't know if I would have survived that joint fresh out of high school, but I was 20, 21 when I was in JUCO, bro.
Right.
I think I had to be that age, bro. But I can't even I be telling kids, like, I can't even tell you. I literally cannot tell you what we did.
Yeah, bro.
To survive that year, bro.
Shit. They already know how I was getting down when I was at JUCO. My coach knew, everybody knew, bro. I had to. I was calling my moms and stuff like, my moms ain't got no bread, bro. You feel me? So we got, it's that we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
That's just it. We got per diems from games. Bro, my God, bro. Me and my man used to go half on pizzas, McDonald's, all that, bro. I was 2 for $20, Applebee's, all this crazy shit, bro.
We lived by Checkers, bro. So we would go and get like, I think it was like 2 for $4.
Oh my God.
We get like 20 burgers and just live off the joints for like 3 days.
That's it. That's all. That's it.
In the fridge.
They had the chicken boxes back then.
Bro, it was rough, yo.
Them joints was $5. You would get a box full of chicken, popcorn, chicken, some fries. Oh my God, it was terrible.
Bro, we used to feast on that joint, bro.
Yeah,
but
man.
At JUCO, all we did was class and hoop.
That's it. Like it's a totally different environment. Like kind of talk about that. Like the you go from structure, like complete structure, schedule. At JUCO, you don't have none of that.
Nothing.
Like you gotta really, like, for lack of better terms, and shout out to my man and them, Tony Allen, you gotta really get it out the mud when you go to JUCO, like all the way, cause ain't nobody on your back telling you to do nothing.
No, and again, like I was blessed to come from 2 years out of 4-year school.
Yes.
So like I also knew, so like the rules back then was different. So like I had to graduate with my AA to go back D1.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So I bro.
That's why I couldn't go Central Connecticut.
Yo.
Because I ain't had my associates by the time.
I'm not making this up, bro. I had 2 years of credits already. So I'm taking just fillers.
Yeah.
Right? And all I had to do was pass bio lab to get my AA. And I never, right-handed guy, I never went to the class, bro.
Bruh.
Ever. So.
Hold on.
I couldn't even accept the Division I scholarships I had that year, and I had a few of them.
Bro. Yeah. When I went to St. Mary's, I failed bio.
Yeah.
Because I never went to the labs, bro.
Right. Yo, I
Not
swear,
one of them.
Once they pulled out it was a mink, like a They put out a mink to dissect. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not coming back.
Bro, I never went to one.
Bro, no, I swear on everything. I took bio lab 3 times.
I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Every time I was supposed to go. I didn't recognize I didn't know how it went. Like I went to the actual lecture. The 3 credits, I got the lecture, but the lab 1 credit that go with it to make it the 4 piece. I'm like, this just some extra shit. I ain't really. I would go to the gym every time. Like I swear to God, every single lab I was going to. I didn't know, bro. Failed the class because of this. So when you said it, I'm just like, yo, ain't no way, bro. I was the only one with that, bro. That's crazy.
No, my JUCO only had classes Monday through Thursday, and all the labs was on Friday.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
So I was not going to that, bro. So literally, I had Stephen F. Austin, Bethune-Cookman, and a couple other schools, bro. And I literally could not.
Yeah.
Even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I couldn't go because
Rule-wise.
I would have to stay at my JUCO for the summer.
Yeah.
And I was ready to go to fuck home.
Yeah, ain't no way you doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no way.
Yeah, I was not about to stay out there, bro.
So where did you wind up choosing for the remainder after that?
So for my JUCO,
first of all, talk about some of the games that you had down there. Did you have like any memorable games from down there? Like because to get back on the recruiting list to go D1, you had to be getting to it down there.
So luckily. So like the coaches called them tags back in the day. I had a D1 tag and a D2 tag, all conference D2 tag, playing in JUCO. Right. So off rip, like before I even played the game, I had offers from all the schools in my conference that I came from.
Yeah.
Right. And then so I had offers before the season even started. And then because I already had tape, I already did all conference, all that shit. And then we went to some JUCO shootout, and we played Chipola. You ever heard of Chipola?
No.
So Chipola was like, you got like Texas, Kansas, like Florida, Cali, like they got some like JUCOs is like different, bro.
New York too.
Yeah, they different, bro.
Yeah.
Like, some of the schools got like arenas, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like at St. Pete, like the whole town would be at our games, and it's a junior college. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole different culture down there. Like last chance you pretty much. Like how the whole town's at them games. That's how it was, bro.
Y'all played on hardwood floors?
Yeah.
We didn't, but go ahead.
Yeah. So we gonna play Chipola. They number 2 in the country. And the whole team, like, they had number 1 JUCO player, Keith DeWitt.
Oh, okay.
He was like a 7 foot, like.
Yeah, I remember that name. Yeah,
he went
I remember
to
that name.
Mississippi State. He was somewhere in Mississippi. And they all came back from like Louisville, West Virginia, and all this shit. And they going to different places from there.
Right.
The point guard, dude named Sam Grooms, really good guy. He was going to Oklahoma. Somebody was going to Louisville, West Virginia, West Kent, like the whole.
Yeah, you was coming across
1 through 15,
dogs.
bro.
Yeah, you coming across dogs.
So, and mind you, bro, like some of my teammates is like, yo, that's Chipola, but I'm like,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So like, we smacked them, bro. We beat them by like 25. And the reason why we beat them, dude, bro, like we beat them niggas because I never really told this story, bro. We Keith DeWitt is in the layup line going stupid when the refs come out, and you couldn't dunk in layup lines.
Oh yeah, back then, yeah.
Bro, going dumb to the point my teammates is watching this nigga dunk, right?
Yeah.
So he got a tech, right? Off rip, he got a tech before the game started. The first play of the game, and I wish somebody could find the film, bro. First play of the game, they won the tip. And the dude standing directly across from him on his team set a back screen on my big man off the jump ball. So Keith DeWitt just sprinted straight down. They hit him right down the middle, and I'm coming across trying to swipe. And then my big tried to catch up, bro. I got caught in between my big and Keith DeWitt while he taking off. Right, and I'm just riding the wave, like damn near in the air. He's boom, punched it. I fall, I slide back to the little mat. I'm on my back, bro. And Keith DeWitt's like, bitch ass nigga, right? All in my shit, tech.
Got him out of there. He gone.
Gone. First play of the game, he gone. We smacked them niggas, bro.
That is crazy.
I think I had 26 and 8. I had 26 and 8, and then my phone was blowing.
It's
up.
on after that. Let's go.
It was it really went. It was kind of crazy, bro. It was kind of crazy.
No,
but yeah, that was the game that got me all the offers that I had coming at you. And I tell you, I had an offer from, I think like 13 out of the top 15 Division IIs. and then I had like three, 4, 5 Division 1, like real small Division 1s.
No, that's a successful trip down south, boy.
Yeah, it was tough, bro. It was tough, bro, because like they was good the year before I got there. My year there was still. I don't think they beat that win record since.
Mm-hmm.
But they was good before I got there, so I really had to battle my way up through the ranks, bro.
At no point at this time did you feel like you was gonna break at this point, because you done been through being at a school you thought you wanted to go to. You had to leave there. You go to the next spot. All right, that ain't really working out for me either. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. So, did you ever feel like it was a spot in there where you like, man, this is just too much, bro? I think I'm gonna go ahead and relax and just try to go ahead and do something else.
No, I mean, I probably had that moment figuring out that after the Seton Hill year, figuring out that I was gonna have to sit out.
Yeah.
That kind of made me go like, man, fuck this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I actually tried to go to Salisbury, bro, and just go to school.
Mm-hmm.
My pops was like, no.
No. Yes, yeah. I'm glad you didn't do that.
He said no. Like straight up was like, nah. And then so I literally waited till the last minute. And then I was like, bet I'm gonna go to Odessa. Like just like right before school about to start. Mm-hmm. And then like the day I'm about to leave, switched it up.
Yeah. Go
to St. Pete. And then and that's why I had to climb up through the ranks. Cause I really was like, yo, I'm about to be done. I ain't about to sit out, bro. Like I'm done, bro.
Yeah.
So like I really didn't hoop that much that summer. So when I got to St. Pete, I had to get back in shape. And they had like 3, 4 point guards. And JUCO shit happens, right?
Yes.
People get arrested.
Oh my God. A lot of stuff happens, bro.
For me, the guards in front of me that was there the year before, all right, and mind you, bro, my coach in JUCO, we watching my game tape. I fly down there, we watching my tape, and he goes, all right, bet. And I signed to the JUCO.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Come on,
yeah, I swear to God. So, like, he ain't know nothing about me.
Yeah.
And I'm out of shape, too.
Yeah.
So, the dudes in front of me, bro, it's like one of our first games. And I worked my way into the starting lineup, but I was a shooting guard. Because Florida basketball is like north-south. It wasn't much like pace, rhythm to it. It was just phew, 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 right? And so when I came in, I had this, right?
Yeah.
So my coach literally put me at the 2.
Yeah.
And he was running curl screens and shit for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I ever like really ran at 2.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, like, this is definitely gonna affect my recruiting, bro. Like
for sure. Hey,
5'9" shooting guard.
I'm ready to get busy at though, but let's go. You know what I mean?
But I'm scoring. I'm putting up numbers though.
Exactly.
But I wanted to run the 1.
Yeah.
Because I could run the show and score.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we played Miami-Dade, and it was the point guard got into it with Jeremy Lamb's brother, Zach Lamb, who was tough. I think he played at Manhattan. Chased the niggas into the locker room. Like 3 or 4 of my teammates chased the Miami-Dade team to the locker room at halftime.
In Miami?
We was
at
at
y'all
home.
was
we was
at home. Okay.
Yeah, we was at home.
Thank God.
And they got put off the team.
Yeah.
So after that,
it was on.
I was running the 1 and all that.
Yeah.
We had a good year that year. But no, if anything, that year reignited. I was in the best shape ever, bro. Like
going to JUCO, that'll do it to you, dog.
I was in the best shape ever, bro.
Best shape I ever been in my life was COVID and JUCO.
Yeah.
That was 2 moments I've never been in better shape.
I was out of shape in COVID, bro.
Man,
but JUCO, my balance was. I ain't talking about my balance real bad. I really had balance.
Yeah. You say you was dunking. You still be dunking sometimes, bro.
I caught a couple bodies in JUCO.
Yeah.
But never again after that.
No, man.
But after JUCO, I took my first visit to Miami to Barry, and it was a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
It was a wrap. I canceled all my visits.
Yeah, that was it.
It was a perfect match. Bro.
Love Miami. Love the university.
I love the coach. The coaching staff, they called me every day, bro. Like, they recruited me heavy, bro.
This is the moment that somebody wanted you.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was getting recruited by a lot of people. Like, coaches was coming down, take me out to eat. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
And,
no, I don't really know at that level, but go ahead.
I'll be like,
had a couple coaches
yeah,
take me out one time, you know what I mean?
Like,
but not
they
too
was
many.
coming out to the JUCO and stuff. And to be real with you, bro, I was ignoring Barry at first because they was like not good at the time, right? And I literally was not answering their phone calls, like not at all. And I ended up going to there's a school down the street from our JUCO called Eckerd. There's a D2 in the same conference as Barry. So we went to go watch the women's team play. And I didn't know, like, a lot of schools, the women's team plays first, the men's team plays second, or vice versa. I ain't know. So I'm watching, and I peep like, oh snap, they playing Barry. No, that's one of the schools recruiting me and shit. And my phone started buzzing. And I look, and it's the coach from Barry, and I ignore it. All right, not knowing that these niggas are sitting right behind me, bro.
Yeah,
right behind me. So coach came down, just sat next to me, and literally booked my flight right there. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, bet. So that's why it was my first visit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I had schools that were doing way better at the time recruit me. Like when I committed to Barry, a lot of coaches called me and cussed me out. Like a few coaches like left me like nasty ass voicemails.
It's
I ain't
crazy.
gonna call nobody out though.
After all of that nice stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a wrap.
But you get to Barry, man, and you step down to Miami and you see a whole new world down there, bro. So what was it that you kind of like can look back on from Barry and be like, man, this is a decision that I'm so glad I made, even from a season standpoint or just from the school standpoint, because you wound up graduating from Barry, right? Yeah. So just kind of talk about the finality in that senior year and what you kind of did with that.
So I tell the story all the time about how they took me out to these nice places on my visit, and that's why I committed. But the real reason why I committed is the coach. Right, the head coach. It was a situation where like the assistant coaches was recruiting me,
right?
And the way they talked about the head coach is like he was like a mob boss or something. Like he was like a Pat Riley type figure. So like that always intrigued me because I never talked to him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he was on some real mafia.
Yeah, I never talked to him until my visit.
Sending the consigliers to you and all that.
So so the assistant coaches took us out and all this. I think his name was Coach Odio. Caesar Odio, rest in peace. He came to the dinner. He didn't really talk much at the dinner. And then the next day we played. And then after we played, went to his office, and then we had a one-on-one. And he's looking through my transcripts. Mind you, this would be my fourth school in 4 years, right? And at the time, that was not the norm. Now, I tell kids now that I went to 4 schools in 4 years, and they're like, oh yeah. But back in the day, people was like, Justin, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my coach was like, you don't got bad grades. There was no disciplinary, nothing on my records or nothing like that. And he's like, something is wrong with you, bro. I said, no bullshit. He's like, something's wrong with you. And I'm like, no, ain't nothing wrong with me. I just like this situation. He's like, nah, bro. He said, if you want to play for me, you gotta go to the sports psych every Monday. And I was really like, what the fuck is this dude talking about, bro? And I was like, all right, whatever, bro. Not thinking nothing of it. But then like, when I got back to my apartment after my visit, I'm sitting there like, damn, bro, that's some real shit, bro. So like, he was just a real dude that I think in the lore they built around him and stuff like that. And the fact that when I sat with him, he said some real shit. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm about to go there. Yeah, I'm gonna play for him. Yeah. So the assistant coaches were super cool. So I already was like, I would love to play for them dudes. The main one recruit me was the point guard a couple years before, all-time leading assist and stuff like that. So I knew if he really wanted me, I knew I could really fit. You know what I'm saying? I knew I'd probably have like access to talk to coach whenever and stuff like that. So that worked out perfectly. Coach ended up coming down with leukemia after my junior year. So I didn't get to play for him my senior year. But after my senior year, I still had to do my student teaching to graduate, right? And all my eligibility was up. Right? So Coach Odio had just beat the cancer and came back as the AD.
Wow.
Right? And he came back as the AD and he granted me a
wow.
So for me, bro, so mind you, I redshirt Coppin.
Yeah.
Redshirt freshman year, Seton Hill, JUCO. I played my junior year at Barry, played my senior year at Barry. I still need another year. This is 6 years.
Yeah.
So he gave me like I don't even know what the scholarship was called.
Yeah, it's called a Help Brother Out scholarship.
Yeah, bro.
Right
So
here.
he gave me a scholarship for my extra year. And mind you, student teaching's not until the spring.
Yeah.
So he had me down there the whole year for free on the same scholarship I was on as a basketball player. And my whole first semester, I'm just like working out, like just in case I wanted to keep playing.
Right.
Like he really looked out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So like I probably would not have got my degree.
And this is almost ignoring the phone calls too. Ain't that something?
Right. So I thought so that was like a sign. Like,
Yeah.
I've been moving off shit like that sometimes, bro.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that shit worked out perfect, bro. He came back. I helped out with the team a little bit. We had got a new head coach after I finished playing, so I helped out with them for a little bit. I was really chilling the whole first semester, bro. I was like, this dude just got me down here chilling in Miami, bro, living for free.
On scholarship.
Yeah, but then I did my student teaching, got my degree.
Yeah.
And then he passed away maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's a hell of an alley-oop right there.
So I mean, I know I made the right move. bro.
Yeah, for sure. No, that was fate right there.
Yeah.
That's a blessing too. Shout out to that man. Rest in peace as well, man. Like,
and I'm still cool with this. My assistant coach that year is the associate head at Elon. Yeah, so we stay in touch, bro. And I rap Barry to the death.
Absolutely, I love when you, man. Every time I used to see you post them joints, I'd be like, boy, that shit like was so much fun, bro.
Yeah, my first year there, Miami took over, bro. But I got control over it my second year.
Oh, that shit. It happens to the best of us, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Like you say, things happen for a reason. My first college visit was Palm Beach, Atlantic. I got down there. I had never been on a plane. I had been to Florida one time.
Yeah, that school was beautiful, bro.
So yeah, I got down there. It was a little different for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to control myself for that weekend.
That school was
it was
super
cool.
nice.
But
they beat us my first year, Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what year was that?
That was
Junior year?
my junior year. I was 11, 12.
11, 12? Was I
I was
supposed
in the same time?
I was supposed to be there that year. Yeah, I was supposed to be there that year. My man Matt Girl was there.
They had 2 7-footers.
Yeah, like my man Matt Girl.
Oh yeah, yo,
Yeah.
bruh, my big man set the screen. I came off the screen with a little hang dribble because I knew the headsman was about to come out, and it was him, big light skin dude, right?
Matt, yeah.
Yeah. He came and head super hard, so I hit him with the long tween, and he ran to the paint. And yo, and while I'm shooting, he said, "Mount St. Joe, motherfucker."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?"
Yes.
And that shit almost threw me off, bro. And I'm around the corner like, "How the fuck you know?"
Yeah, he from around
that's
the
my
way.
man, bro.
Yeah, he from around the way, man.
He was
doing
talking. I was like, yo, he was talking so much specific shit to me that game, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was until I had to ask him. Like, how the fuck, where you from?
Yeah, he from around the way.
Yeah,
for sure.
he was there. Yeah,
He doing big things now, bro, for sure. All right, man. So you get down to like you say your junior and your senior year with them. Did you have aspirations after that? I know you was doing a degree. Did you have aspirations to play after that, or did you kind of just find the solace in just finishing them last 2 years?
So that first semester, when I didn't have no classes or whatever, that extra year, I was just working out just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I played in the intramurals. Bro, I was like 40.
Yo, my God, it's so fun.
You had to be a calendar year removed from the season.
It was so fun.
Bro, as soon as that day hit, I was
Killing.
I was frying them motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro, that's so fun.
Because we was not allowed to play with the regular students, bro.
Yeah, we was allowed down St. Mary's, one team.
Y'all could?
One person per team.
Oh, in the intramural.
So yeah,
you could be a current athlete?
In intramurals. You could have one of us on your team.
Okay.
Like you couldn't
That's
have
tough,
two of us. Like you could have one of us.
Yeah, that's tough. We had to wait a whole calendar year.
Yeah.
So I was hyped, bro. So I was still hooping, but like I said, bro, Chase was like, so Chase was already playing pro, Dino was already playing pro, Lewis was already playing pro, Henry was already playing pro. Because mind you, now I'm like a couple years behind them.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I already knew what was happening over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew how it went.
Absolutely.
I knew the numbers. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they was straight.
Yeah, for sure.
But I knew a lot of guys. I just know how it really is over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had a few opportunities, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I had no aspirations, bro. It's probably since high school, for real, to play pro. My goal was always to get a scholarship and get a degree out of it, because that's what my dad did. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew. I always compare, like, all right, if I can't make more than a first year teacher, my first year hooping, I'm not even gonna think about it, bro.
See, that's cerebral though. That's.
But only because my dad is there, right?
But that's perfect though. Like I'm glad you even said that, bro. Because a lot of other situations, like just like with mine, it's like we ain't know no better than that, bro. It's like knowing what I know, I definitely would have got it. I would have for sure graduated from St. Mary's.
Right.
That holds so much more weight than what I would have did for those next 5 years, bro. That knowing that would have changed everything. But just not knowing that, bro, I ain't really taking it too seriously. I didn't even care about finishing. I never even thought I was going to finish college because I'm like, bro, I'm going to play basketball.
Right.
So I never thought about that.
Like fresh off my senior year, I could have went.
Yeah.
Like, I think like after my last game, I went in the locker room and there was like cards and all kinds of shit in my locker, like at the conference tournament. But my pops, like, seeing my pops was like,
right.
I need to do that. Because, like, mind you, my pops was a teacher. Then he became the youngest assistant principal in Howard County history. Then he became a principal, then became the community superintendent when he retired. So for me, it was like, there's more longevity in that.
You've seen it
It's
firsthand.
easier on my body, right?
Yeah.
I have an easy end to the school system because I've been in it my whole life. Like I've been a Howard County public school employee since I think like 2006, just doing small jobs up into teaching. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going into like my 20th year for real. But I knew I had that route, and if I didn't have that route, bro, I'd have been chasing. I'd probably still be chasing this shit right now.
Absolutely.
I still love playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I couldn't imagine if my pops didn't put that in my ear early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Seeing the example too, not even just, I mean, he could say it, anybody can say it all day. My mother used to tell me a lot of stuff, but just seeing that example every day, and it's the success of it, because you came up in a good situation, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of other kids that we seen around us, bro, it was a lot of messed up stuff that we just seen from some of my friends. So we was fortunate in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying, from the hard work that our parents did in that regard, especially yours in that regard. So
do I wish I did it sometimes? Yeah, I wish I could say, yeah, I played pro too. You know what I'm saying? But also fortunate. Henry was playing pro in the States when I was graduating. So I got to, honestly, man, that was going to them games, spending time out there like that. To me was like, all right, bet, like, this is a guy that I spent every day in the gym with, coming up, and he's here, right? And because of our connection, I get to see all of this stuff, and that like honestly fulfilled any little dream I had growing up playing in the league. Just being that close to it, like walking through the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Henry, bro. Yeah, like one time, Henry had to go to the gym early, so I got to drive his car and park it in the players' lots, bro. Yeah. And then walk through the gym.
Come through.
Bro, you can't tell me I'm not in the league,
oh my
bro.
God,
you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing better.
So, like, I tell kids, like, I got to see that up close. You know what I mean? All my closest friends play pro. Like, I know multiple NBA champions. Like, I'm, like, you know what I mean? Like, really sitting back and looking at, not too many people can get that close or even reach, you know, and call, like, I called Damien, he got a championship ring, bro.
Right.
I can touch his ring when I see him. Like, not too many people have that experience or have those relationships. So, I feel really fulfilled in my basketball journey, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I never. Early, I had in my mind like, if I can make more than a first year teacher, and at the time I think it was like 50.
Yeah.
So I can make more than 50 my first year hooping, straight. But like, nah, bro, it wasn't nowhere close to that, bro.
Good. And then the horror stories you hear about not getting paid and these dudes going and playing wherever. You got to deal with a lot of shit with that, man.
Yeah. And bro, and the kids can need to hear them stories, but I feel like those are not my stories to tell.
Yeah, for sure. Like, no, yeah. I highlight them for sure when guys come on. I want them to talk about that a lot, because even the best of the best players, like a guy like my man Drew, his first couple of years playing pro, they was messing around with his bread, all this. This guy that went to Oklahoma was elite.
Right.
You know what I mean? He found a home in Japan and had a wonderful career, but you hear those horror stories all the time. Guys going months and guys getting trapped over there, not getting paid, and they got whole families at home. So and that logic was smart. That was a good decision.
And I was already 2 years behind.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not even thinking like I'm thinking about when I'm done playing, I'm about to be coming home competing with people fresh out of college to get a job. Right. Here. Right. So that was another thing for me too. Right. Now if I'd have came out with my class, I didn't register, I didn't stay another extra year, maybe I'd have thought differently. But I was more looking at the people who didn't play basketball from Mount St. Joe and what they was doing with their life. Yeah. And I was like, I need to get to it.
No, that's good. Hey, bro, I'm so glad you said that, dog, because you had made mention of it earlier, just like the standard of what you're looking at and the people that surround you. Like, you said, like, the guys that was in your school didn't even know what Coppin State was. That's probably because they looking at so much of grand scale things. It's like out of their realm. Like, I don't even know what that is. But to come around and look back at that, like, man, some of my classmates, man, I can only imagine yours right now. Like, I know some of mine is on some whole nother level. Like I was just telling you, my boy Matt, I didn't go to school with him, but just coming up around him, he's doing big things, bro. Like, so going to Mount St. Joe, I know you saw that. I was like, bro, I got to be on mine, bro.
I gotta get to it, bro. Like, I was like, I don't want to come back and be behind just to say I played pro, like unless it was really gonna set me up,
for sure,
financially. And I knew I wasn't, bro. And mind you, like there was a guy named Kevin Capers in my league that ended up with the like for a little bit. So like, and if you ask Kevin, like, I think my last game was against him. I had like 27. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like playing pro was out of reach. Yeah. You know what I mean? I even had a conversation. Henry's agent was trying. We talked for a little bit or something, but I'm like, nah, this ain't for me, bro. And I was just happy hearing the stories from Chase, Dino, and all that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going to be able to go watch Henry play in the NBA.
Yep. I think for players like you and like me, we kind of have. I think that rest of we can go and be like, you know what, bro? If you go ask Henry, if you go ask this person, if you go ask that person, they ain't gonna tell you I was sorry.
Yeah.
So I go to bed every night with that. It's like I know I ain't go D1, but I know a lot of D1 dudes that could not. Yeah. It was, you know what I mean. It wasn't even no competition, but in terms of like NBA players, guys overseas, these dudes respect my game. They respect for whatever reason. Yeah. So it's like I look at that and like, man, I can rest with this a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing that I peeped early, bro, is my dad, like I said, he came up in New York.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, you know, New York is, my dad was a point guard, bro, so it's like, it's rich in point guards. And like, once he got older, when we go back, all them dudes that my dad was like, oh, he played at North Carolina, he played here. When we bump into them, they be like, yo, Jason. Yeah. Yo, my dad took me to a Washington Bullets game, and they were still the Bullets, right? And we walked down to like near the tunnel where they come out to warm up. And Rod Strickland was down there. They in the huddle, whatever. Rod Strickland turned around. My dad was like, yo, Rod. He's like, yo, Jay. I was like, oh, shit.
You know Rod Strickland.
And then now when he sees a lot of these dudes, they just tell stories about when they was younger, and none of them, like, and when I was younger, listening to them talk, none of them was like, but you went to Morgan State.
Right.
I went to St. John. Nobody says that, bro.
Right.
So now that I'm telling like stories about former hoopers and stuff like that, bro, we get in a room with all these dudes. None of them dudes talk like, oh, you can't be part of this conversation because you didn't do it. But we all came up in the same place. We all was in the same gyms working out together and stuff like that, bro. And in the long run, it's all memories. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, but I was really hard on myself from just surrounding yourself with all elite hoopers. I was hard on myself.
It's impossible not to be, bro.
But then once I started coaching high school, I was like, oh shit, bro, I was really good, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was comparing myself to these dudes.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, man, that's a good segue because I know, you spoke about it before, just being in education, and I said I was gonna bring this back up, but I think the best quality that I've noticed from you is your ability to educate, and you had made mention of just how the kids receive shit, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think that it's like one of the underlying qualities that you have. You was around all elite your entire life, all of it. Like you've always been around it. So you know how to get in, you know how to fit in, but you also know how to be the leader and be the man. But the ability to educate, that comes through experiences. Yeah. Like going through the shit that you went through. Like half of the stuff I didn't know. Some of the stuff I did know on surface level, but some of this other stuff I didn't. But to be able to go through these experiences, have that father that was able to show you, have the mother that was in the same, it's all going hand in hand. So that's why I feel like the best is yet to even come with the stuff that you're doing with showing the kids the game, like the history and stuff like that. Because your ability to educate, bro, you can see it. It's all on you. Yeah. Like I never knew that your pops was what he was and your mom did what she did. I never knew that.
My mom was a reading teacher.
And she actually teaches at one of the schools that's near here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
she's in Howard County.
One of my kids, one of my man's kids is at the school.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. One of my kids went to the school.
Sean's son go there too.
That's what I'm talking about. So, you know what I mean? But it's like things like that. And he was supposed to come here today too. I forgot to hit him. But we're going to set that up for another thing. I'm going to let you know about that. But just you going through those things, man, and having that background, bro, I think that's one of the best qualities, bro, that you're able to exhibit to show people, bro. Like the way you educate, bro, that's like, I literally sit back and marvel at this shit. Like, god damn, like this is some real good shit, bro. Like, and I just wanted to tell you that to your face because I mean, obviously everybody's telling you you're doing a good job, but like my nigga, like you really doing your thing, bro. Like for real, bro. And like it's some next level shit. And I'm so glad that you said what you said in the beginning about how they receive it because the way you're doing it is very like you damn near, it's tangible, damn near. Yeah. It's like they can feel it. It's like they can receive it. They can. And they really get an understanding about it. It's like, damn, bro, I didn't know this person. And people forgot about certain players. Like, so with that being said, out of all the ones that you've done so far, in terms of your educational pieces, which one has been your favorite and which one surprised you the most? Favorite first and then surprised the most after that.
It's low-key a deep question, bro.
Yeah.
All right. My favorite one.
Yep.
All right. I was, bro. There's a guy named Lester Jones. All right. he used to be at Supreme when I was a kid, doing like the craziest shit I ever seen, bro. Like literally like fast break, line up with somebody and windmill on them, like NBA type shit, bro. And I was already maybe like 15, 20 videos deep, right? And I was like, yo, I can't find nothing on Lester, yo, right? So I was like, bet. I was trying to challenge myself to see, cause, bro, how can I put this, bro? So throughout this whole thing, right, I've been studying how to tell stories, how to put things together and stuff like that. Like, it's been a science behind kind of how I got to the point where how I do it. But one challenge that I was trying to do, I'm trying to see what hits and what doesn't hit with audiences and stuff like that, right? So I knew if I had a slideshow or a video with clips and a bunch of pictures and stuff like that, and newspaper clippings that people would watch the whole video. I'm like, what if I just put one picture and just tell a story over this one picture? I wonder what happened. So I was like, bet. I can't find nothing on Lester. I don't know where Lester at. Mm-hmm. I'm asking OGs like, yo, when last time you seen Lester? They're like, yo, I don't know. I'm gonna call such and such, see if I can find. Nobody can find Lester. So I'm like, bet. I'll make a video and just say, yo, where's Lester at? Right. Like, cause he yada yada yada, right? And I made the video, and like the next day, I'm checking my DMs and there's Lester, bro. And I'm like, so then Lester starts sending me, like, you know, he's like, yo, I remember you, yada yada, because I went to middle school with his little brothers. But I had Lester's card, his ABA card on my wall, like autographed on my wall with Jordan, Melo, all them niggas, bro. So the fact that he messaged me and we started talking, and he started sending me all his clips of what he'd been doing with basketball and shit. I made the second video, and that joint went viral, right? That's like my first like real big viral video. And then he said something to me like, yo, he said, you can manifest people. And I was like, what? And he was like, thank you was looking for me. You made a video and you found me. Mm-hmm. He was like, so just think about whoever you want to meet, just make a video. He put it that simple. And I was like, damn, I mean, I got reach. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the Lester video is my favorite because, one, it connected me with somebody I looked up to a lot growing up. Two, it made me realize, like, bro, this is bigger than, like, this can be bigger than just putting my little cousin on the Hoopers. I already knew Greg, right? I already knew most of the guys that I put on, that I made videos about. I'm like, all right, let me see what happens if I make a video about Rudy, right? And then I end up, we ain't really talk, but Rudy liked the video. I'm like, oh shit, then it just started going more and more like that. Like, I made a video about Brandon Jennings. Now I started talking to Oak Hill and Brandon Jennings, you know what I'm saying? So the Lester video let me know, like, oh, I got something bigger on my hands than what I actually thought. Because I really was just making them to literally teach my little cousin.
For sure.
But then that Lester video was like, oh shit, like, this many people watch this video? I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to start doing more. Yeah. The one that surprised me was Mike Smelkinson.
Yeah. Yo, that was one of my favorites, yo. I reposted that joint as soon as you dropped it, bro.
Yo, that one, because that one, Gilbert Arenas, Matt Barnes, Kevin Garnett, like, that one hit, like, that had big reach. Yeah. No pun intended.
I mean, Smelk, bro,
He's a legend, bro.
I gotta talk about Smelk for a second, bro. Like, again, he was on that 06 team at Long Reach that won.
Nah.
No, he wasn't.
Nah.
No, he wasn't on that team. No, he was.
He was old.
No, he was. You know, he was earlier. Yes, he was, because he was after Josh Gross, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was in between.
He was on the team with Josh Gross early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he was in between the chip run.
Either 04 or 05.
Yes. Because this is the reason why I say that. I thought it was. I thought it was because by the time I got to 2008 in 8th grade, was he down there already recruiting?
I think
he told me to come down there and visit or something. He was playing at St. Mary's in 08.
While we were in high school, he was still playing, and then he finished up.
It was at St. Mary's in 08, right? Because he was in Cal, right, at first?
Yeah, our first year in college, our first year out of high school, he was coaching at St. Mary's.
Yeah, so, yes. So look. So, the reason why this is so crazy, he wound up coming to holler at me at my JUCO year, my second year. Mm-hmm. I seen him when I came home. Mike went to my church, like, well, off and on. He was a visitor with somebody that came to my church, went to my church at the time. So I would see him all the time. Little, you know what I mean, short as a mug, but he would always, like, mess with me, like, bro, I'm telling you, I'd tear you up on basketball, this, that, and the third, blah, blah. I'm like, boy, ain't no way. I'm running things around here. You was out your mind. So I wound up seeing him like after that. I'm like, bro, this dude is nasty, dog. Like nasty, bro. Go down and see him at St. Mary's. And I'll go on a little recruiting joint down there. I just remember talking to him and the assistant coaches that was down there. They the ones that really got me too, because they was Harmon and all them. They was all down there. So, but Smelt, bro, he the only reason why I went. And don't you know, as soon as I went and said I was going down there, this dude left. Yeah. Right after that, I'm like, damn. But that's my guy though, bro.
I love Smelt, bro. My first time playing against Smelt was at Mount Royal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had played full court 1-on-1.
Sheesh.
Like continuous, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I can't. I'll pray for you,
bro.
You still had the braids back then?
Yeah, he had the braids, and the thing that was the craziest part was I was scared.
Yeah.
Not of him. I was scared to go. It's like my first. Even now looking back, like Mount Royal is not in no crazy area.
Right now you know that, yeah.
But I'm from Columbia. I was like, y'all going in the city. And then see Mike, it was like Screech, like he had a nickname and shit. And like he was like one of the main players on the team. I was like, yo.
That's right. You really
He was frying me, bro. I swear on everything I love, bro. I was in the car ride home.
Yeah, it's rough, bro.
Yeah.
It be like that, bro.
Yeah, I love Mike, bro.
Nah, that's amazing though, man. But shit,
that video blew up. And I still gotta get his. He got all his games. I still gotta get his game. He got all of them, bro.
Damn.
All his high school games.
I would like to see them.
Yeah, but the Mike one surprised me the most, bro.
Yeah, that's.
But the Lester joint is my favorite because that joint let me know, like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
And then I just started making videos about Baltimore, DC, like, you know what I mean. And then I started every time I made a video, I end up having a conversation with either their family, that person, you know what I mean. I started bumping into them when I go out and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been my favorite part for sure. Like probably the craziest one was I made a video about the P. Miller Ballers Masterpiece.
Oh my lord, that's a classic.
Bro, I made that video, and then I bumped into one of the dudes I was talking about in the video at a game out in I think I was in Kentucky, covering a girls game.
Yeah.
On the random. I was like, that's crazy.
No, but that's how it goes though.
Meet you, bro.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
You know what I'm saying? I
did a couple of videos like that for a couple of dudes, man. Like Quincy Doobie. Mm-hmm. He was really, really interactive with his, man. I had Salim Stoudemire, Ben Gordon back in the day when he was on the gram real heavy all the time. Like, so that love that you get back, just because again, like a lot of people don't know that the research and the time you got to spend to even put into these things, and all the way down to just the research, then the production of it, editing the video, voice, all of that stuff goes into it,
research, bro. And the research, I'm reading every article, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and in my notes, I'm taking all the notes because I like. Because mind you, some of these dudes got Wikipedias and shit like that, right? But like to me, that's like cheating, bro.
It's very
generic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can really find stories like everybody knows Skip Wise and his story, but like people don't know he was playing without a big toe. Like niggas don't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he worked for BGE and lost his big toe. Yeah. Came back and was averaging 25, 26.
The stories I can tell you about that, bro. Kyle was my college roommate. Yeah. Like a whole bunch of crazy stuff, bro.
But Kyle, I hope you hear this, bro. You got the best pass fake,
bro,
in the world, bro. Because the pass is going to his fingertips, bro.
The whole
it's the whole pass.
He's one of the most gifted players I ever played with, bro. Ambidextrous
into the gap.
Yeah,
and he still got the ball in his hand,
bro. Ambidextrous. One of the you're not taking that ball. He got on defense. He got the little back tap, bro. He's one of the most gifted players I ever played with.
He was on my Jaguars team. Him and Eric when they was 8.
One of my best friends for life, bro.
Yeah, I used to hate guarding Kyle.
Oh man,
he wasn't trying to score or nothing.
No, never. He was never trying to score.
But you would lead the game thinking you got fried.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Bro, I used to hate guarding Kyle. Yo, him and RJ from St. Francis. I used to hate guarding. And they were freshmen like. RJ was a freshman, I think, my senior year, bro.
Yeah, he had a couple good years out there.
And then Kyle was a freshman my junior year. I used to struggle with Kyle, bro.
He had a good team, too. Bro. It just was like a good constructed team.
I used to ask him, like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Because usually you just pass fade, like, a little pump. He would go the whole motion.
That's why I did that shit. I used to see it every day. Kyle was different, bro. Kyle was different. Kyle used to get big minutes as a freshman when we went down St. Mary's. Like, that was the thing, too. Like, when going down there, it was Kyle, Devin, Chris Hutchinson, Christian McCauley. Franz was there, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Like,
oh, yeah, I couldn't guard him.
That, and I ain't even get to that
I used to
story,
struggle with him.
bruh. Like Franz, not before that. Like before that, I'm just like, yo, I don't know how this white boy been playing around away for so long. Like he cool, whatever. The stand and third, bro. When I got to St. Mary's, bro,
You got to guard him.
bro. Like I swear to you, I never knew that he was that good, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was different. It was some different shit. The Nick, yo, he was doing some crazy shit, bro. Like, but then I look back, I'm like, oh, okay, that whole time.
Been doing that shit.
He was playing with Jamal and everything, so it's not gonna look like nothing. But as soon as you get him by himself, this is how he really played.
His senior year at Gibbons, it was his team. Jamar, I think that was the toughest year for me playing against Gibbons because like it was like, do we put Eric on Alex or Eric on Jamar and me on Alex? They didn't. Every time I played Jamar had 30, like every time.
Yeah.
And it was like
different.
Yeah, it was like a smooth 30. Jamar scored 1,000 points on me.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
they stopped the game and all that shit. And then he spent the night at my house.
Yeah. Ain't that something, bro?
But yeah, he never beat me though. But he had 30. He definitely averaged 30 on me.
Hey man, make sure y'all remember that. He always remember who beat him and who didn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't beat him.
But that nigga had 30 on me every game.
That's crazy, bro. I still remember the first time I went and seen Jamar, bro. I was going to see Dylan Cormier.
Oh my God.
That was my guy. That's my young boy. So I wound up running into him and Perry. Obviously, just like I need to see this, but
I've been a Dylan fan since he was 10.
what? Boy, he lived on my block. Damn near in Pasadena and Elizabeth
He
Landon.
played with Mount Royal when he was
A
10.
lot of people didn't even know that he lived in Pasadena.
Bro, I knew he came from Severna. He played with Severna Park.
Yeah, that boy, because he lived right up the street from us. My man Trey, his uncle lived, like say his uncle lived in them apartments right, or that building right there. Dylan lived at the end of the road right there, and then my just like where I'm at now. So right up the street, I knew since back then, bro. He did not want to lose. He would scratch, claw, cheat.
Yeah,
he didn't care.
He was tough.
He did not care.
But I didn't have to deal with him either.
Yeah, he was younger than us.
Yeah.
We ain't had to deal with him at all. But yeah, man, I just want to make sure I highlighted that, bro, because again, like that's some remarkable work that you're doing, bro. And other than that, just some got some quick hitters, and then we're going, get the final word in for real. So, you got to ask, and you see people doing this all the time, but I'm gonna kind of make it a little easier for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over some of the best that you think. So first off, who was the best player to play at MSJ?
Will Thomas.
Will Thomas. Why would you say
Class
that?
of 04. Oh, man.
And why not like one of the recent guys, the Sticks, the Erics,
Because I don't think
Henry.
Because none of them guys go there if Will don't do what he did when he was at St. Joe. Because that was the beginning of it. I think Will left back-to-back championships. And then from there, we just kept it running. You know what I mean? And for me, personally, I used to go watch Rudy, right? Like, I knew I was going to St. Joe, right? But I used to go watch Rudy, and I never seen Rudy beat Will. Even in college, bro. They played in, I think, the Elite Eight. And then Will went on to George Mason to the Final Four. Bruh. Yeah, bro. Like, Will Thomas is the GOAT. Because he set the foundation, bro. He set the foundation. And at St. Joe, we always say we stand on the shoulders of giants. And, like, from my class, maybe the class before that, like, we was trying to make sure Will was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wanted to make Will proud that we kept that shit going. So, like, put it like this, bro. Like, when George Mason started recruiting me, Will gave me the letter from George Mason. And, like, I was like, yes, man. But you know what he said, though? True story. I swear anything I love. I'm over there shooting a form shooting. We about to play pickup. And Will came over to me and was like, yo, Clatchy wanted to he wanted me to get this to you. He said, I don't know what the fuck wrong with Larry, nigga. And gave me that letter, bro. Just kept it moving, bro. And I swear to God, when he left, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I ain't give a fuck what he said.
Yeah. No, that's something. I mean, that's like
yeah.
getting it from. Yeah, that's amazing right there. That's an amazing feat
Yes,
right there.
bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Will's the GOAT, bro.
No, that's what's
Will's
up,
the
bro.
GOAT.
Now, who would you say? We already said it'd probably be Sean, but
Let me say this.
yeah.
Will is the GOAT. Henry was the first to hit the league. So Henry also, you know what I mean? I think the new generation, like the Sticks and all them that came after us, I think like if it wasn't for what Henry did, we don't get all them guys either. So you know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for Will,
we don't get Henry. Yeah. No, that's cool though. I mean, it's Will. Big Will was.
Yeah, nasty, bro.
He got busy. He did his thing, and like you said, I didn't even think about it that way. Like how he ushered in that wave, because like even Will, Lewis, Dino, Henry, like that whole thing comes from that. Like you said, like that whole focal point. So I never even looked at it like that. That's a real good choice, bro.
And it was like I don't know the whole time we was there, Lewis, Henry, Dino. They was chasing Will.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And as a whole team, we was trying to continue what Will had going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's slick right there. I never even thought about it that way.
For me personally, my personal Justin McCoy, like Will's the go for me. For me personally, though, is Brian Johnson, bro. But he's the best point guard St. Joe ever had. Yeah.
You got to see him up close, personal every day.
Every day, bro.
Best team in St. Joe history.
38-1.
That's y'all team.
Sophomore year, 05-06.
What is a team that would probably contest with y'all? That would probably say something about that. It will be one of your other teams.
Yeah, out of the St. Joe teams.
Yeah, like would it be one of your other rosters?
I want to say one of them teams with while James Bishop was there.
Oh my God, that was my guy.
I want to say it was Sticks and Daryl's.
Booth, was that Booth and them too?
Booth was before that.
Oh, Booth was before that.
But Booth won. I think he got more championships than that guy. But James Bishop broke me and Henry's winning record. We had 125. That was a state record. And James got 126.
Wow.
But I think one of his years, they was close to us. One of them years. I think maybe Sticks last year.
Oh, okay. But you would go with y'all squad.
Yeah.
I mean, not even from a record standpoint, just the makeup of the team and everything.
Yeah, nobody was with it. It was our defense was. I think it was our defense and the fact that we had Dino down there and Lewis down there, and then a 6'11" dude off the bench.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we had everything you needed. The Dewan was our main scorer. We had a shooter that didn't miss. Chase was a solid point guard. Like
solid bench, solid role players.
And then obviously you got the overall. You got a lot of teams that people put before us.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna argue with them.
Yeah.
There's no argument with the Dunbar teams from back in the 80s,
right.
the Copper Hall.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if we could have beat. I think we could have beat the Douglas team. I'll say that. Yeah, they're gonna be mad. I think we could have beat.
Tying them?
Yeah, I think we could beat them.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I mean, like, I'm not comparing the two, but Lewis was. If you could think, people think back to what Lewis Birdsong was doing that year, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I remember.
Lewis is an All Metro Player of the Year, and like that was Dewan Summers senior year.
Yep.
Dante Malcolm was still out here, like, you know what I mean.
I had that on my wall, like that all met situation with them. That's why I was saying, like, man, he was and that's the thing. Like, it was him first, then Dino came through, and Dino was killing too. Like, it was crazy.
Dino won City Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Senior year. Yeah, bro.
What was it? Was it any public school team that during that time that you thought that could have competed with y'all? No. Nobody?
No.
Not the 38-1 team, but like maybe one of the other teams y'all had. None of them?
No.
Because
we didn't, but the thing, we never played no city teams. That's the one thing that we never did.
Yeah, the only team, I think the only city, I mean, really the most powerhouse team at that time in the city from 04 to 08, who would that be?
I have no idea, bro.
I would probably say Lake.
Yeah, Lake.
That team that we played.
Our senior year.
Yeah, y'all would have clobbered them though. Y'all had too much for them. But that next year Lake team.
Oh, that was different. We was going though. Yeah, we
Willie B.
Like we was 30. We only had 2 losses the whole year. We was on the national schedule.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
We lost to Oak Hill by 3 that year.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that, bro.
We lost to Oak Hill by 3.
I forgot all about that. Like, outside of Oak Hill, who else did y'all play in the country that year? And was that like a scheduled game against them, or was that in a tournament?
That was the Hoop Hall Classic of Massachusetts. Like, we got to go see the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. That was on ESPN and all that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My senior year, that was probably the biggest game.
Mm-hmm.
We played against this kid named Ty Walker down in North Carolina. It was like they made a really, really big deal out of him and Henry matching up.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was like, they was like the talk of the town.
Right.
Henry fried him. Yo, and no, Ty Walker was a McDonald's All-American. Right. I don't know if he ended up being one, but he was like top 15, bro. And Henry was like maybe 30 or something.
Changed that day.
Fried his ass.
Changed that day.
Bad, bro. And then we played Oak Hill. Henry, they had his name Tiny Gallon, and Henry gave him 32.
Oh yeah, Big Tiny. Yeah.
Henry fried his ass.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
We lost by 3.
I ain't heard that name in so long. Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking him up. We lost by 3 points that game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so we going into the BCI MIAA tournament with 2 losses, and one of them was to Oak Hill. The other one, Sean, I think gave us like 30, bro. The BCL opener, and we didn't lose after that.
That boy's crazy. That dude different, bro.
Yeah, we lost to Oak Hill, but no, it was no. I don't think it was no local teams that would be like I said, Winners Mill, won states. We've been about 40. Y'all went to the state championship.
Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. What we was doing, we had some things to worry
I
about.
wish we played more public schools.
I'm glad y'all didn't.
We played Milford.
We played Milford my senior year.
We smacked Milford.
Our senior year when we played Milford, we won by 50. We won 100 to 50 at home. And mind you,
we played in my junior year.
now mind you, that same Milford team, when I was at Chesapeake, just a year before that,
smack y'all.
Bro, it was at CC. It was at what's that CC? No, that's what is that? That's CCBC up the street, right?
Joint?
Yeah, Catonsville. We played in that joint, the big old dome joint, right?
Yeah.
When they got smacked in there, bro. They might have been. Yeah, it was my junior year. Yeah.
That's a whole like.
Bro, I'm telling
shot
you.
to your system.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Shot.
So when we've seen them, bro, I'm like, I'm telling you now, ready to kill y'all, bro. It's ready to be over, bro. Like, but yeah, that time, bro. Like, that's what I was going to ask you just now too. Like, 04 through 08, man, there was a lot of players out there, bro. Like, you know, like I know, like you said, it's the Malcolm Delaney's, it's the Sean's, the Dante's, and you got Troy, you got you got so many guys. Like,
I don't want to miss nobody.
Even if we even I'm just keeping it like around here. If we extend it all the way down the Beltway, it gets a little bit nastier, like with the players we had to see and play against.
Yeah.
Who would you consider? I mean, probably about 5 players that was like top of the food chain during those years.
In the Baltimore area.
Baltimore area, like, or just like who you came across during the time. Because like you said, you played against the Mather too, and that was in Alhambra though, right?
We played the Mather. Yeah, we played them twice in Alhambra.
Yeah. So
we played St. John's, DC, my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Chris Wright.
Yeah. Beast.
Yeah, he gave us 44.
Nice.
Chris Wright.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy when I went to college, when I went to Seton Hill, like a couple of my teammates, I told them, like, I played against that dude from Georgetown. They was like, what? You played Chris Wright? And I played against him a lot.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, Chris Wright was tough. Shoot, bro.
Yeah, Chris Wright had Braswell out there.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys out there. Let me see.
Sam Young was out there.
Yeah, he's a little older than me.
Yeah.
But like, let me just say, in our area, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Omar was one of my favorites. Coming from the class of 08, Omar Strong was my favorite. I always liked Troy's game. Troy had one of the best handles I've ever seen. Jamar was one of the best scorers. And then I'll say, bro, I'll stay with Jamar for a little bit. Like, we had a lot of good guards in my class, but what Jamar did at the college level was amazing.
Yeah.
He took it to another level. Seeing the BCL, Loyola had a guy named Matt Rum. He went to William & Mary, white dude. He was tough guard. Sean had St. Francis. They had Dante Holmes. They had Wayne Sparrow. They had my man R.J. Williams. Carver Hall had John Graham. Braxton Dupree.
Yeah, I remember.
Who else they had? My early years, they had Ricky Harris, Russell Frederick, Desmond Thomas from St. Francis, Eric Brooks. There's a lot of dudes. The BCL was stacked back then.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say every school had a D1 player, if not 2 or 3. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was tough.
Man,
There's a lot of tough guys in that area, bro.
That landscape is crazy, bro.
Shit, I'm trying to think who else, bro. Henry. Shoot. I'm trying to think, bro. It was a lot, bro. Then younger than us, we had Eric, who was tough. Josh was younger than us. Will Barton. Like, Will was on my AU team when he was young. Like, he was a grade under us, and he was playing up with us, bro. And he went like everywhere with us, bro. And like this dude, bro, you could point to any player on any court, and he could tell you everything about the player. Mind you, just before you could look up their profiles, like on your phone, you had to be reading magazines and shit like that. He could tell you everybody's stats, they go-to move. This shit was crazy, bro. Like, he was like, ain't too many people that think like Will, bro.
No, that was something that really shocked me when I met him and started talking to him, how educated he was, like about the history of the game.
Yeah,
like I'm like that too. Like to see how he was with that, bro, it was kind of different. So that doesn't
He be
surprise
getting
me.
full scout reports.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
Yeah. We had a lot of dudes coming up, but there was a lot of guys that stood out. CJ Fair, I always like his game. Roscoe. Yeah, bro.
Everybody you named almost went pro.
Yeah, that's our class. Then you got Butts. I always like Butts' game from Walbrook. Rodney Sproul was at Walbrook. Bro, I'm trying to think who else. There's so many. Oh, Reggie Holmes from St. Francis.
Reggie, bucket.
Yeah, bro. Who else they had to do that? I think Darnell Harris, I think.
Darnell, yeah.
Yeah, from St. Francis.
Yeah. Was it Harris?
Something. Darnell
something.
He was a guard, had braids, he could shoot.
No, he was nice. I can't remember his last name either, though. Was it him?
Bro.
No, I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna call him after this. But no, that's the. You've been talking about it for a minute and a half. Just names of.
Harrisburg, bro, from Gibbons. Leon Williams from Gibbons. Yeah, there's a lot of dudes, bro. Even St. John's Prospect Hall had some dudes.
Yeah.
Out in Frederick, dog.
Yeah.
They had a big man that went to Georgetown.
Mm.
A little Russian dude or something like that. He's lefty. I think
Oh
he
yeah.
transferred to Wake Forest.
Okay.
It was
Big
a lot,
Russian.
bro. It was tough.
Bro, that's so telling you, bro.
It's
I used to sit back and look at this, bro. Like I know, like I said, I used to think I was a man, but I'm like, bro, I know. I played it now. I probably struggled a little bit. It's a little different. And I didn't get that until the Rock League, bro. I never was even exposed to it until then, like playing in it.
Rock League was great, bro. I got a rock story real quick to get off, bro. I think I was either going in the 8th grade or 8th grade just ended and then going into 9th grade. But I pulled up to the Rock because Brian wasn't there, Chase wasn't there, and I had to go play point. And I've been playing since like 7th grade in the Rock League, so I wasn't tripping on that. But like I knew how to play a lot this game. We played Bishop McNamara, right? And before the game, Pat Lally was our assistant coach. And that's back when like the head coaches can't coach summer league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he knew I was in middle school. So he was like, yo, the dude you about to play is good. Right? He's like, that's all I'm gonna tell you, he good, right? And then the dude, Courtney Thomas on my team, who also played with Mount Royal on the older age group. Courtney was a senior my freshman year. Courtney said, yo, it's a no dunk rule for him. I'm looking over there and he my height. I'm like, what?
No dunks
No
from
dunks?
this?
All right, so I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I'm like, what's the no dunk rule? He like, don't let him dunk, right? I was like, bet. What the fuck?
It's
This
different.
nigga's 5'9".
Right, like how many times, I mean, how much of a threat is this?
So the game start, and the dude's chilling, right? So I'm like, all right, it's not even nothing crazy, right? He's chilling. And it's a free throw. His team was shooting the free throws, and it's me and him in the backcourt. I was just standing right here. We standing with our hands on our knees, right? And then we right by the sideline, and he started putting his fingers in my ears, bro. And I'm looking at my pops like, what the fuck is he doing? My pops like, get him the fuck off you.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, yo, get the fuck off me.
Right.
I'm scared as shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm like, this nigga's crazy, right? And I'm like, he's a junior or some shit. So I'm sitting there like, and he just keep doing it. And my pops like, get his hand. So I'm starting smacking. He started laughing at me, right? And there's one play in the second half, bro. Somebody from our team, there's a long miss, and I was the first nigga back. And I'm backpedaling, and this nigga's coming at me full speed. Full speed, took off, bro. And I'm like, oh shit.
This what they
was talking about, right? And I'm like, you know, like them moments is mad, like slow motion. Bro.
Yes.
So like
At
in
the
my
time.
mind,
Yes.
I look at my pops, like this nigga that had his fingers in my ear. Courtney said, don't let this nigga dunk, right? I'm like, man, fuck this nigga, bro. And I, boom, right? I just grab him and pull him down, boom, right? He landed hard, like harder than I thought he was. And I'm like, oh shit. He get up, square up. Right? So now Courtney and all the dudes from St. Joe come and they break it up or whatever, bro. And I'm like, oh shit. Right? But after the game, Coach Pat Lally was like, yo, that's the #1 point guard in the country. It was Ty Lawson.
Hey,
He said, that's the #1 point guard in the country, and I think he went to Oak Hill the next year.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, bro. And yo, took my man out the air,
He took
bro.
off from like, yo, I don't know. It might be. It looked like he was taking off from like a little bit in front of the free throw line.
Yeah,
and he was going so fast. Bro.
Right. He running so fast.
And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, boom,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Hard though, like hard.
Yeah,
like
he
harder
wanted
than
to
I
scrap.
thought. Yeah, he wanted to scrap. I was like, yo, that was. I think I was going in the 8th grade, bro.
Yeah.
I went back to school like Well, I want to tell my friends back at home, like, yo, these niggas is different out here.
Yeah, bro.
And I seen with the Oak Hill, and I think they came back and played Montrose later that year or something like that. And I was like, I ain't feel bad.
Yeah,
After
bro.
I seen he was fucking me up.
Yeah, you'll see some crazy shit out there, bro. Like, I done seen a dude, like I said, Wise High School. I was at Riverdale first, so the dude was still there. His name was Kyle something. I just remember his first name was Kyle.
Yeah.
He wound up having to leave Riverdale because of some shit he was on. He was a real street dude. Like, he was really in the mix. And he wound up going to Wise. I seen him give Brandon Jennings 45 in UDC. I sat on the bench for half the game, like, just looking at this shit. Like, yeah, this is like one of my first games playing. I was like, if this dude is doing this around, I will never get in the game, bro. But he wound up leaving. Then another dude wound up, like, getting a little weak. I wound up figuring him out. Yeah. But just, like, being exposed to that, seeing that kind of shit, bro, it's like, bro, these people are who they really say they are, bro. Like, it's crazy to see this shit, bro. Like,
yeah, and then I be hearing people talking like, it's politics. And I'm like, yeah, to a certain degree, but like,
it's political for you. For this dude, bro, you could, it's crazy, dog. Like the levels.
Like even when it comes to like small guards, bro, like kids always ask me like, why don't you go bigger out of high school? I'm like, because I went to the level where I was supposed to go. Or like, you talk about a small guard playing big. In our class was Irvin Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have nothing for that.
That's a whole different level.
I had nothing for that.
That's a whole different. I never played against Irvin, but I'm like, bro, nah, but I'm not like him.
Irvin Walker, Kimba Walker.
Kimba. But I played against Kimba then.
Yeah.
I actually beat them.
When you played for Rice or AAU?
AAU with the Gauchos.
Okay.
But the story is though, him, Kimba, and a dude named Truck Bryant, right? They was late. They came in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Right, and they seen they was beating them and they ain't suit up.
Wow.
They was, but they had a dude named Jordan Theodore. Jordan Theodore is actually my aunt's cousin, bro. We ain't related, but that's my aunt's cousin. But yeah, we ended up beating them. But yeah, like guards like, and Jordan Theodore went to Seton Hall. I think he's still playing pro somewhere. Tough. Yeah. So like guards, like 5'9" guards, it was like there was a whole different level. Like you're talking Big East, ACC, to be 5'9", bro. Yeah, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah, but you definitely got to see the different levels. But seeing Ty Lawson at that height, he may be like 5'11".
Oh, yeah.
He ain't 6 feet.
Speed.
And dumb bounce.
Oh, my God. Can't imagine back then, bro.
And then, like, my kids in my high school, you know, they see the one-on-one games. And I'm like, bro, don't disrespect that man, bro. Y'all had no idea.
Oh, man, yeah.
He got smacked.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that dude is different. He was different.
The one-on-one scene different, too. But, like, him, but him, Ty Lawson, bro, come on, yo.
Yeah, that's a legend right there, dog.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna come up to the end now, man, and again, it's just been a wonderful experience just getting to hear your story, dog. Like, I swear, like I said, I've been trying to get this interview for a long time. So I was super intrigued in your story in the beginning, just because of, like I said, our history of being around each other and damn near knowing each other without knowing each other. Like, you actually being up and playing in New York and thinking I was from New York, and me being so heavily influenced by New York, it's like, that was so funny to me when you said that. When you first said that to me, like back in the days, like I thought you was from New York, bro. I was like, yo, that really makes sense.
I think we was in like college or something when we finally had a conversation.
Yes, it was back in college.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, bro, I just think about that game all the time.
Yeah, it's funny how that works though. Like I said before, like in this zone, like this area, guys that play basketball, it's like a circle. Yeah. So you might not even know a guy personally, but you'll be around him so much or play in the same situation with him so much, like, yo, I feel like I know this dude. And that's how the relationship was with you, for real. Like, me and Eric got cool, and it's coincidentally, back then, I had talked to Henry a few times, like, on Facebook, and then I seen him a couple times. I'm talking to him like we knew each other. Yeah. But then that senior year, when I wound up finding out the background and everything, I'm like, yeah, this is a cool guy. I see exactly what, you know what I mean, what the vibe is, what it is. So I was super intrigued to hear all this stuff in the story. Like I said, bro, you out here, you killing them right now, bro. And again, it's like not even on a clout type of thing. It's just more or less on a real educational basis. That's really good what you're doing in terms of giving the game to the youth and even the older guys that claim they might know this or that. They might be forgetting about some guys that was killers too.
Yeah, so. Man, a lot of them dudes would have went viral had they, had, you know, social media been out back then. So,
for sure.
And I think the crazy part is when kids see their highlights and stuff now, they still go viral. You know what I mean? They do go viral. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So them dudes need their flowers too, bro. And I learned kids do not like And I still, like, although my audience is not just kids, like, I make the videos for the kids that
For sure.
hooping, you know what I'm saying? So I try to make it easily digestible and shit like that. But yeah, bro, I forgot what I was about to say. Hold up, bro. Damn, what the fuck was I about to say, bro? I was gonna hit a good ass point. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, it's all good, dog. It happens
Damn, bro,
all the
hold
time, bro.
Yeah, fuck it.
Terms of, don't worry about it. It happens.
It's gone.
It happens.
It's out of there.
We're gonna have you smooth
It's
anyway.
out of there.
We're gonna have it smooth. We're gonna get that out of there. But but
that
again,
thought is gone.
again, man, it's just like so many different levels of how you approaching it is gonna be so positive for the game going
That's what it
forward.
was, bro.
Yeah,
Kids don't like hearing stories about you.
yeah,
They be like, this old ass nigga just talking, bro. So I learned that quick to remove myself completely. Because like most of the dudes I tell a story about, I can tell a story about me and the dude, or like my connection to the guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's I think what a lot of people do that do the basketball nostalgia stuff. And I'm not trying to knock nobody, but like a lot of people talk about, when I played him back in the day, I did this, but I knew he was gonna be good type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I try to completely remove myself, bro. 'Cause I'm confident and comfortable in everything I did with basketball. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it's like, if I was to make a video about myself, bro, it would be 3 hours. Bro.
Yeah.
I would talk about myself forever. That's how confident I feel in my career. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I don't, like, I just want to give everybody their flowers, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I got enough in my career, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of guys that weren't fortunate enough to be in environments like St. Joe, where you go to the St. Joe game now, there's old dudes. You know what I'm saying? I still go to the grocery store, and it's like old, like, you played at St. Joe back in 2000, whatever, like old ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's fortunate to come up in a culture like that to get their flowers. So, so that's my main thing. And like, and it started off with my little cousin, but the legend stuff is also a St. Joe thing, right? We got a rule at St. Joe that like 3 people in public got to call you a legend for you to call yourself a legend. So like when we was all like, we all go out and shit like that, and they be like, Kevin Swecker, man, you're the greatest shooter I ever seen in my life, man, you're a legend. They be like, bet, that's one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bet. So like when I started making the videos, I'm like, I'm about to just start giving them the tag off rip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's all it takes is somebody else that did it to just get that love without making it about yourself. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So what can we look forward to now, man? What you got coming up next?
Man, I've got more Hoop Legend videos. Those they never gonna end, you know what I mean? But I'm trying the season's coming up. I'm trying to highlight, the present players and the future too. So I'm gonna do more of that when the season come up. I'm gonna be traveling to different colleges, making content with the teams, different high schools, like making a trip out to Oak Hill, probably go out to Texas. I'm trying to go up to St. John's in New York, Towson, of course, with Eric. But I'm doing a lot of that. I'm trying to do more documentary style stuff on the side, starting a YouTube, working on a podcast. Just like some interview sit down type stuff with some get these guys in front of the camera.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Have some conversations.
I think you're gonna be great at that, bro.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was gonna suggest to you. You so get yourself a podcast and get some guys in front of the camera telling them stories.
Next
for real.
steps is like a YouTube podcast.
That's great, bro.
So.
I'm gonna be. I'm subscribing
Yes,
early.
Appreciate you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, coming soon.
Oh, you already know, bro.
Coming
But
soon.
yeah, man. Look, it's been a wonderful episode. Like I said, we coming back with a bang. It's been a long time, about 2.5 hours, 3 hours in.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna let my man go ahead and get back, man. But like I said, I really appreciate you coming through, dog.
Thank you for having me,
My
bro.
man McCoy, and y'all tune in, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video when it drop.
Yes, sir.
Y'all take it easy, man. I'll holler at you.